Buffkin goes back door. It's a nice two-player hookup. 45 consecutive seasons. Ludas in the corner. His shot blocked.
Great defense. Great defense. Yeah. All right, good skip. Good pass. Yeah. It's a great pass.
To get up on the attempt.
Great skip.
Right in the shooting. Good defensive possession that time by Michigan.
Yep.
Everything out of the paint.
Oh, wow. Live dribble.
Howard. Free again. 21.
Jet Howard, not high on him.
And his three-point shot looks as good as anybody in the Big Ten right now. Man, I give the Macedons a lot of credit. Without their best
Great defense. Great defense. Yeah, run the floor, Kobe. Find him. Ah! Nobody cares about Kobe Buffkin these days. What can I say? What would you feel if the Mavs drafted Buffkin? It's not there. Okay, well, here's what we got today. Lots of news. Hilarious. Guys. I said in my video yesterday, joking around, that KP would get traded to the Celtics. So, can I just throw that out there? Can I, like, just put that into the universe? You enjoy your burger slightly? Fuck off. I haven't had a burger. Okay? I had a chicken sandwich from Jersey Mike's. You know what Jersey Mike's is? I wanted to go to Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Wait, my chair is short. Yeah. I wanted to go to Tropical Smoothie Cafe because it's National Smoothie Day. But too many people were there enjoying the smoothies. So I made an audible. Okay? Don't make me type my first comment out again. Guys, I'd appreciate some love. My dog I've had since I was 10. I'm 23. Died last night. Been crying my eyes out. Let's get a salute in chat. Rest in peace. God's dog. Sorry to hear that. That's always a tough one, man. Pets. Get Ralph's in the chat for B-Dot and his puppy. Sorry to hear that, man. Dogs, they go to doggy heaven and they live forever. They're flawless souls. Just know that dog was there for part of your life, but you were there for that dog's whole life. Not great timing. That slightly delusional club for 7 months. We don't eat Jersey Mike's around these parts. Jersey Mike's is great. Not the best timing for a dance move. D him up. D up, Imani Bates. Yeah, clamp him. Get up. And one.
How about Kobe Buffkin, Robbie, starting out his night very well in Michigan, trails by 2.
Partha, 9 months in the slightly delusional club. The more I think about it, the Mavs can't lose tomorrow, man. Well, they definitely can, but they're not going to. Yeah, put your hands up. Yeah, let them know. Ah! Run the floor, Kobe. And wide. Yeah, man, he's that guy. Kobe Buffkin, you're going to see on my mock. You know what? My big board, I just went for it. I don't care. I kept thinking like, oh, well, like, I can't have this guy higher because, and I thought, wait, why not? It's my big board. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And listen, the only reason why I'm doing a big board is I just want to be able to look at it a few years from now. That's it. I'm not saying that anything I'm saying is smart. I don't believe that to be true at all. I don't know anything. I just like doing predictions in big boards because it's fun to look back on like 5 years from now. Did you take Hendricks if he's available? Yeah, of course. I have Buffkin going higher than the Thunder. But yeah, Thunder for Buffkin makes a lot of sense, actually. All right, so Shams did tweet while we went live. Tweeted 9 minutes ago. I said that the Celtics and KP. We need a trade today. It's been quiet. Don't know if we get one today. Tomorrow though, there's gonna be a bunch, obviously. I need to just make a music channel for all my slides. Just be easier.
With breaking news powered by AT&T 5G. The
Got me,
Celtics are
Shams.
pursuing Kristaps Porzingis from the Wizards.
Sorry, I asked him what he had for me, and I immediately overtalked over him.
Powered by AT&T 5G. The Celtics are pursuing Kristaps Porzingis from the Wizards in a potential opt-in and trade deal. Sources tell me. I'm told Boston and Washington have been in discussions on a potential framework as Porzingis navigates the decision on his $36 million player option for next season. The Wizards have shown a level of interest in bringing back Porzingis on a new deal, but there have also been contenders reaching out with interest in the 7'3" big man.
Huh. Juicy. What up, Squiggly? Monty Bates is not an NBA player. 3-year, 2-way contract career. Her name was Maggie. She was an Australian Shepherd. She was 17. Hey, listen, man. That's a great life for a dog. I know it's sad, but 17. That is long time for a doggy. I had a dog who passed away who was really old. It got kind of sad towards the end because she was just so clearly, like, miserable. Great, another well-timed dance move. Edie, €4. Thank you very much. I literally joked in your comments about us signing and trading Grant for Porzingis. Could that even work? What does a KP to the Celtics trade even look like? All right, he opts in at $36 million. Brogdon, I would have to assume. What up, Amsterdam? I would have to assume Brogdon, right? But maybe Brogdon goes somewhere else. Oh, I forgot Chris Paul's over there. I don't know if they would trade Brogdon and Smart. Brogdon, what else makes the... What else makes the money work? Could it be like a Brogdon goes somewhere else and Grant Williams sign and trade somewhere else? Does Brogdon plus Gallo make that work financially? Because you only have to bring in, what, a certain amount? Would this actually work? 36 million, 29 million. Rob Williams and Brogdon? Rob Will, really? That would actually be a really good get for the Celtics, to be honest with you. Jesus Christ. Thankfully, this news broke, so we didn't have to discuss Bust Miller's GOAT, Paul George. I respect him more after that. You know, LeBron James is my GOAT. It just said juicy. I don't know if I see Robert Williams being included in this trade. So is Brogdon and Gallo, is that actually possible financially, and then you can just throw in whatever picks? Do they even have picks to trade? What's their pick situation looking like? What would KP's market even be? Love the video about adding players, smart moves to make a ring team. I am interested. What 3 players would you pick on positions 3, 4, 5? I mean, players no one would expect to trade for. I'd have to sit down and think about it. Horford and Brogdon. Wizards buy out Brogdon or buy out Horford. Well, you could do Horford and Brogdon. Would the Celtics trade Horford though? I don't know what this trade would even look like. It'd have to definitely be a 3-team trade. We can only realistically trade 2026 one. So my guess would be a 3-team trade. Brogdon gets rerouted somewhere else. Yeah, they're trying to get out of a guard for sure. Slightly, it's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday to your mom. I've already celebrated with her. I think the Celtics are trying to shed some cash to at least be under the second apron. Well, they also have too many guards. Like, you're paying too much money to guards. And like Brogdon and Smart, you've probably seen the highest points of their careers at this point, I would have to say. I like the idea of KP. Oh, yeah, Dame's on live again? Since teams know they want to get off a guard, why not just ask for White back in return? Well, I think Brogdon still has some value. Like, all of their guards will have some value. Oh my God, I can't believe the draft is tomorrow. What do they do next year? Resign him and JP? Yeah, that's the better question. Is it's like, so you're gonna give KP a bag and Jaylen Brown?
They love my energy. They love what I brought to the team. Some say
Mavs potential number 10 pick. Scoop B. Scoop B getting those scoops, man. We were shitting on him, but Scoop B actually be getting those scoops. Grant Williams, slightly, you might get your wish. I just don't see a world in which I don't know. I don't know what the Mavericks can offer. Like, the best case scenario is they stretch Bertans or whatever, and they have the full mid-level exception. But even then, Grant Williams is a restricted free agent. So, like, do the Celtics not want him that much that they'll just let him go for that? I really doubt it. But
say Dallas is the fit for you. What is your interaction then with them? Do you like Dallas?
I love Dallas. You know, I feel like whenever I worked out for Dallas, it was in a great environment. It was a great overall community.
he's definitely lying.
They're welcoming, and I feel like they love my energy. They love what I brought to the table. They love my enthusiasm, love my energy, and they love my hard working ability. And I know I showed them.
Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving are the stars currently. How do you bring yourself as an asset to that core nucleus there?
I could definitely be able to be a great screen setter, a great rim protector, and just do whatever I can to get them open.
Great answer, Lively. Your ass is getting 3 shots a game, and they're all going to be dunks.
Make sure that they can make the reason they want. You know, Luka and Kyrie get the ball. I'm going to set the screen, and if I'm a roller, I'm a pop. I know the defender's thinking about me in a lob, and also thinking about Kyrie or Luka getting the ball to the basket. So I know just having them as a primary ball defender is going to open up me so many more shots.
Good answer. I don't know why people freak out about these. Like, everyone's going to say that. Yeah, right, Todd. What is he going to say? What do you think about Dallas? Honestly, man, fucking sucks. Like, I mean, if I got drafted, I'd play there, but Jesus, the place is terrible. God. Just went to Deep Ellum. Ugh, what a shithole that place is, huh? God, Mark Cuban took me to Trophy Room in Uptown. Made me ride the bull. Very weird. I had to ride the mechanical bull. Super strange. POV Wemby to Houston. Well, in Wemby's defense, though, he knew he was getting drafted first overall. So you could shit on any city you want after that. Will you be live tomorrow for the draft? Yes. I plan on going live an hour before the draft. You guys are going to see when I get to my big board. My stance on Lively is strange. Where I have him on my big board is not very indicative of where I would be comfortable drafting him, if that makes sense. Have you guys noticed I've been saying bigger words lately? I think part of my brain has been unlocked. Like, have you guys heard that you only use like a certain percentage of your brain? I think I have somehow exceeded that threshold. Just something to think about. From what I'm hearing, Scoot would like to be in New Orleans. I'd like to be in New Orleans too. Great city. Seriously. Slept on as a city. Can't be there too long. You stay at a Holiday Inn Express? Probably at some point in my life. Yeah, I'm a big hotel guy. Airbnbs, you know, they're whatever. I'm a big hotel guy. I like hotels more than Airbnbs. For sure. What have y'all been talking about? Talking about my brain capacity has grown in size. We said rest in peace to B-Dot's dog. We talked about Kristaps Porzingis potentially going to the Celtics. And that's just about it. I live in Nola. This place blows. It's a great weekend city. How you like burgers? Matt, are you gonna... Hey, guys, listen. Tomorrow, I expect an outside audience tomorrow for the draft. Like, a lot of people there for the first time. They haven't been to the channel before. They're here for the first time, right? And if that's you right now, subscribe to the channel. Content all the time. Retina, Matt, Doomer, Wicked. Are we gonna be on our best behavior? Are we going to be on our best behavior? Because I'll pull the trigger on some drunk tank action. Fellas, what we wearing to the Saudi Bias draft party? I'm thinking about dressing up. Yeah, I'm thinking about, you know, a jacket. I'm thinking about looking nice. Thinking about looking nice. We need slightly Tito back. Oh, I think I'll drink tomorrow. I've got a whole case of fucking Trulies that have been high. I didn't even realize I forgot I had them. So. I was doing a mock draft earlier and I was trying to think, what would it take for the Pelicans to get to 2? But nothing really like clicked outside of Zion, and I just don't see that happening really at all. Oh, I'll be wearing my chains. I'll be dressing up. There was actually a trade today. There was a trade today. Denver traded 2024 first round pick, the 40th overall pick in this draft for 29 and 32 from Indiana. Yeah, that's a really nice trade for the Nuggets. I'm not going to lie, that kind of makes me think Bruce Brown's gone. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I mean, that kind of sounds like Bruce Brown could be gone and they're like looking for cheaper replacements. But I could be. I'm wearing all black for the Mavs funeral. Oh. The Nuggets slightly becoming annoying with all the moves pre-draft. I mean, they're going to not be the lovable team that they are now here in a bit whenever they're continuously fucking winning. What makes you say that? Well, I mean, Woj said it. As the Nuggets prepare for the possibility of losing Bruce Brown, just think that they're trying to get as many pieces as possible. And I mean, 29 and 32 and 37. Are they going to make all three of those? Maybe not, right? So maybe they're trying to move up more. Who knows? The Nuggets probably should have been in the Western Conference Finals the past 3 years had they stayed healthy. Yeah, it's possible. Chris with the $2. Appreciate the content, man. I appreciate you, Chris. Thank you very much. That makes me feel good. Bruce Brown has been instrumental for the chip. No, they would probably love to keep Bruce Brown, but they can only offer him a certain amount of money. What is it, like $8 million? Isn't that the highest they can get to him? They could do the Bobby Portis thing, where hey, wink, wink, you sign this 1 year, $8 million deal. We get your bird rights, and we'll give you whatever you want afterwards. But okay, guys, any degenerates in the chat? I have a question. I've already placed a draft bet. When it's over/under draft thing. So, for example, Jarris Walker, his over/under on my book was 6.5. I took his under. That means he goes earlier than 6 or earlier than 7, right? So I bet on him going earlier than 7th, correct? Okay, good. Anyways, this is a nice move for the Nuggets. I have a theory for why the Pacers did this, actually. So they get the least favorable of Denver, but I heard he was wrong. I heard Bobby was wrong that it's not Denver. It's OKC, Clippers, Utah, and Houston. Uh-oh. Oh. All right, it's from Woj. The new mid-level exception is worth $12 million. So worst case, Bruce is getting $5 million raise from someone else. Yeah. Which, you know, that's, I don't know, a player like Bruce Brown, $5 million is kind of a lot, but would you rather stay in Denver where like your role is optimized and then get another payday next year to stay with Denver? I don't know. I wish Jarris would go 10, but I don't think it's happening. You would take the $5 million. Also, like it would be what, like $12 million over at least 3 years. So double your money, and it's not like it's a 1 year deal. Mavs front office is always quiet. So my guess for Indiana, like Indiana was never going to keep all their picks. They had 3 first-round picks. They were never going to keep all of them. They probably tried to trade for like an established guy, but nothing was there. So they just said, fuck it. We'll get another first-round pick next year and try again next year. Which, I don't think that that's that crazy. I don't think that's that crazy. Brandon Miller stuff.
I can read it. Right.
I need to hear this quote. I saw it, but I need to hear the context of this quote. What about Wizards? Kleba, McGee, 2027 top 5 protected. Thunder 10th plus Bertans. Mavs, Gafford 12th. Kenrich and Denny. So the Mavs are giving up Kleba, McGee, a future first, top 5 protected. 10th and Bertans, and moving down 2 spots, getting Kenrich Williams, Denny Avdia, and Daniel Gafford. Yeah, I would definitely do that.
Jordan wore black and red as a member of the Bulls. Brandon, you said you were wearing black and red at the draft, right? Jordan wore black and red as a member of the Bulls.
Oh!
Here's my question, unrelated to that. You're young. Older people, young people often have this LeBron and Michael conversation. I'm not going to ask you who's the greatest because that's old. But because you've been in Michael's presence and because you grew up liking LeBron, as a young person, do you feel like that conversation is just overdone?
No, because I actually don't think LeBron is, the go to basketball. I think my go to basketball is Paul George. And, I always grew up watching him, so it's never just LeBron.
That's it. When you talk,
What? How do you not follow that up? How do you have no reaction to that? If that was me holding the camera and the microphone, I'd be like, huh? Like you would have heard that in the background. My goat's Paul George. Huh? Hey, listen, man. We're not gonna shit on Scoop B, all right? We're not we're not shitting on Scoop B, okay? Yeah, I would audibly gasp.
with Michael, what is something, was that when you went through your draft process, was that the first time you met him?
Most definitely. That's my first time ever seeing him in person. It's definitely exciting, He's Michael Jordan, so got him jump from the free throw line, the shoes that we wear all the time. It's kind of exciting to meet him.
What is something that you took away from that as far as just meeting him that, like, some people say, wow, like, he chews gum like this. Like, what is something random that you picked up from him that you just will stick with you forever?
Other than I seen him airball that free throw, yeah, that would be the only thing. I seen him airball free throw.
That's it.
Scoop B, maybe we like work on question asking and just leading into a question. Right? Otherwise though, love you, Scoop. I don't know why people are calling everyone their goat. Well, I think their like goat has like become the new term for favorite player. So I think that's just what up, Doomer? Doomer, are we gonna be on our best behavior tomorrow night? I just think it's like Dirk's my goat. I just think Paul George actually kind of makes some sense for Brandon Miller because that's like his high-end comp, really. Maybe it just means player who most resembles a goat. That could be true. Zach Harper said he wouldn't be. Who is Zach Harper? Says he wouldn't be surprised if Cat gets traded. What's up with this AMP shit? AMP partner. AMP. What is this? AMP, hit me up. Email. 1.5, 1.7 million a year. That'll just start. That's base level.
Wouldn't shock me if someone like Karl Anthony Towns got dealt. Talent-wise, he's unbelievable talent-wise. Let's say Portland traded the 3 pick for Cat, right?
There would be a mass suicide event in Portland.
Let's just say that's the move. And forget about all the other fillers to make the deal work,
man.
right? All right, so Cat as your number 2 next to Lillard, offensively, that is just hell to guard. Defensively, it might get ugly for Portland as well, right? But if you're talking about that kind of deal, I do think it's worth seeing. Does a
Q-Dog, my perfect draft night. Trade 10 in Bertans for 15 in Capella. Trade the 15 in Hardaway to Brooklyn for 21, 22 in Claxton or Finney-Smith. You can. That does sound nice. Thank you for the donation very much. I do like the idea of trading down twice. I don't think you can get Claxton for 15 though. Hoops and Hose. That's really what they went with. Okay. Michelle Beadle? Is that her podcast? Wait, is that Michelle Beadle's podcast?
Change of scenery help fix him. Wouldn't shock me if
I don't get these. Like, are they contractually obligated to tweet these out? Because, like, what? Why did NBA Central just fucking tweet that out? What up, Zoidberg? Blazers have shut down all trade calls on Damian Lillard. God, dude, they're so dumb. They're so dumb. Again, though, I'm tired. I'm like so tired of this. I really am. I'm genuinely so tired of these fucking rumors. I don't want to hear it anymore. But is Woj on the McAfee show now, though? We might get some stuff. Might get some juice. I noticed, I was just perusing Reddit earlier, and like the Pat McAfee subreddit popped up as a suggested one. And I just clicked in. I've never watched the Pat McAfee show once. Seen some clips, but I've never like watched an episode. I don't want there to ever be a subreddit for Slightly Biased. I'll just say that. It feels like every time there's a subreddit dedicated to a show or a podcast or whatever, it's just endless hate. Endless hatred. McAfee show is great. Again, I haven't watched it. That's how I feel about the Brendan Schwab. That subreddit. You know, you know. That's just Reddit. That's true. The Mavs have spoken to the Celtics about sign and trade for Grant Williams. So I tweeted this out earlier today. Does it feel like this year more than ever, the NBA rumors and shit are just continuously recirculated? It feels like this year more than ever, we've seen the same 15 reports every other fucking day. But this every time it's from a news source, though. Does Grant Williams even matter? Yeah, I would love to have Grant Williams. What up, Tommy? You got like 10 insiders just rewarding it? Yeah, see, okay, so I watched the podcast yesterday. Tim Cato was on it. I think it was Grant Afseth and Kevin Gray, that's his name, right? Talking Mavs, Inside Mavs, something like that. Either way. The Denver Nuggets are very likely to lose Bruce Brown in free agency 1 minute ago per Woj. There you go. Play Bias is a homeless cat. I really wouldn't say that because I've never listened to that podcast ever, but that Reddit is fucking funny. That's what I'm saying. I never want to Reddit. Like I would never want a Reddit centered around this show. But I have found myself scrolling through the Fire the Kids subreddit quite a bit. It is fucking hilarious. But anyways, Luca, $10. Just a greeting from Brazil. Let's go, Mavs. Well, shout out to Brazil. Shout out to the Mavs. Thank you so much, Luca. Squiggly, 6 months on the Slightly Delusional Club. Give me the 10th pick unless a perfect trade occurs. I'm cool with anything now. I think they're going to do a good job. Kai Soto, I haven't looked at any Kai Soto stuff yet. 7'3", 232. 7'4", Zach Edey. He's back in college, though. Jared Allen, 6'9". Jared Allen's only 6'9"? Really? Chet, 7'1". I thought Chet was like 7'3". Şengün, 6'11". Imani Bates, you are a Dallas Maverick. Can you imagine? Okay, sorry. Anyways, Jesus Christ. God, I get so derailed sometimes. Kevin Gray, Grant Abseth, they have a new podcast. Talking Mavericks, discussing Mavericks, something along those lines. They had Tim Cato on, and Tim Cato said, yeah, they're trading the pick. Like, it's all but likely guaranteed that they're trading the pick. A few hours later, Kevin O'Connor comes out with the mock draft. He says the same exact thing. So, my thing is now, I think a lot of these insiders just see shit on Twitter, rephrase it, and say a source told them. I think that's what happens now. Inside the Mavs is the name of the podcast. I think what happens is people just see like, oh, Tim Cato said this. Okay, I'm just going to rephrase it a little bit, say it, tweet it out, whatever, and then I'll say I need it. That's news media in a nutshell. True, but it feels worse this year than ever. And I think part of it is like NBA Central's fault because they'll just fucking tweet out whoever. Like Zach Harper from the Hoops and Hose podcast. What, like, now this is going to get aggregated. Oh, Zach Harper says he wouldn't be surprised if Cats traded. Who is Zach Harper? It sounds familiar. I'm not like saying this in like a mean way. Like now what passes as reports and stuff is, oh, I think this guy could get traded. Like, yeah, this guy could get traded maybe. Ah! Scoop B's the only reliable source because he'd be getting those scoops. Bro's Bryce Harper's cousin? No, he's not. Check phone? What? You guys better not be fucking around, man. Oh, wait, what? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh! Wizards, Celtics, and Clippers are in strong talks on a trade that would send Kristaps Porzingis to Boston, Marcus Morris, and draft compensation to Washington, and Malcolm Brogdon to Los Angeles. Oh, you can't make this shit up. All right, I always get confused by these type of reports, though. Is this happening? For sure. In strong talks on a trade that would send blah, 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 blah. Sides are still working through the details. But once you get to names, that's when it really happens. Strong talks and names means shit's happening. Strong talks, it can break. Once names are involved. Okay. So, wow, I actually love that for the Celtics. I actually love that for the Celtics. Yeah, so wait, the Brogdon? Okay, wait. A lot of this doesn't make sense right now. There's so much more details. There's so much more details that I think need to be worked out here. Because Marcus Morris, what do the Clippers even have to give for somebody like Malcolm Brogdon? How do the Clippers just keep getting good players for nothing? Like, they got Rocco and Norman Powell for nothing. What did they even get? It was like Keon Johnson and fucking... Who else was even in that trade? Wasn't Bledsoe in that trade? Brogdon is the worst of our three guards, makes the most money. Yeah, I don't think Brogdon's like a crazy asset or anything. Well, like Marcus Morris is terrible. (2031st). They do have some interesting young players too. Like Boston, BJ Boston, is that his name? Yeah, Brandon Boston Jr. That Preston dude. Jason Preston. Bid with the €2. Formulate a plan to get extra pick and keep 10. That would be nice. Thank you, Ben. Marcus Morris was pretty good some years ago. Dude, the Knicks got a first-round pick for Marcus Morris. It really kind of feels like the Wizards... It feels like the Wizards are doing a rebuilding challenge. Feels like the Wizards are doing a rebuilding challenge on 2K where they just trade away. They're saying, all right, guys, 0-82 to 82-0 challenge. We're going to trade away everybody for nothing in return. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can pull it off. That's what it feels like is going on here. And I don't hate it. But now, if I'm an agent for a guy projected to go top 8, top 10, do I want him going to Washington? Kai Soto has a big supporting fan base. If I had to guess, Vroom, I'm just going to take a stab. Any chance you're Filipino, Vroom? Love the Philippines. Any chance you're Filipino? Morris gets bought out, right? Not worth reuniting their brothers in Dallas. Ugh. Not at this stage in their careers. No. Dallas Texan. All right, I'm just asking. Kai Soto, I know he's got a very strong, as a Filipino basketball player, he has a very strong fan base. I'm always very shocked as to the Filipino representation on this channel, and this channel's viewership is always very strangely high. Dallas is trying to get Kuzma via Mavs film room. Huh. Yeah, Kuzma's a pretty strong defender. This is a great trade. A great trade for the Celtics. I mean, we don't even know what it looks like, really. But this would be pretty fun. I don't really know what. All right, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be as nice as possible here. Matt Moore, I've shitted on him on Twitter quite a bit, to be fair. How plugged in are these people? Like, I wish there was like they have websites that like track people who claim to be like professional gamblers and bettors. They have websites that track how accurate these people are, so you know. I wish that they had that for like NBA reporters. It was like, hey, last year this guy was 0 of 46 on reports. Yes, Matt Moore is the noted like Dallas hater. The Nets are in a unique. He says he's not, but he is for sure. The Nets are in a unique position, but nothing wrong with that. But see, here's my thing, right? If you're a hater, just be one, right? I'll openly admit when I'm a hater. Nothing wrong with it. No, I wish I made this background music. I made a beat on stream once as a punishment, and trust me. This wasn't it. All right, Vroom, enough of the Kai Soto. I've seen some stuff from him. He's not going to be in the NBA, all right? God bless the guy. Rival fans are going to soon realize the KP experience on a contending team. Yeah, but I mean, it's a pretty decent stab for the Celtics. Nets are in a unique position. When you have no hope, you have a lot of options open to you. Okay, wow, Jesus. Kind of sounds like Dorian's going to get traded. Like he's in a bunch of rumors. Jazz and the Mavericks are among the teams known to have interest in Kuzma, with the Jazz said to be one of the few teams willing to put up big money in various talks early on. He went to Utah, right? What college did he go to? Utah State? What song is playing? We currently have a 2-song rotation. Pissims? That can't be right. Pissmas? That cannot be right. Pismas 24-1 by Duckma, and Taster's Choice by Larry Poppins. Do we take a quick break in the action here to get some new music on the playlist, or is it just too much going on? Have you talked about Sacramento and the Raptors? I talked about the Raptors in a video yesterday, how I think they're just going to fuck it up. Sacramento, what does Sacramento have going on? They got something going on? I've heard that they're going to be active. I could see them making a move, but... We are going to go on Fanspo today just because I have like a mock draft and a big board there, which I'm still getting to. Like the KP news is not changing me. I'm like, is anybody... I have a weird... What up, TGK? My anxiety for the Mavs is through the roof. I feel like weirdly calm. Probably will change by tomorrow. There's been conflicting information about the former All-Star. Yeah, there has been conflicting information. I am on Bleacher Report next Tuesday, and I'm like low-key kind of concerned about that stream. I did predict you guys trading for KP. Can't make it up. What can I say? Okay. I'm going to Reddit. Famous last words. I'm just confused by this wording. Is this trade happening or... There's some urgency to get a deal done today since that is KP's opt-in date. Vroom, you end at 19. Don't you dare get to 20. Don't you dare get to 20, Vroom. Don't you dare get to 20. So is this happening? Like, okay, so... all right, Vroom. All right, Vroom. I warned you. A little too much spamming for my liking. Bias is believed to be in possession of an ancient staff that withholds unknown power. When you've traveled through the timeline, you just know what happens. That's all I'll say. That's all I can say. What do you think Mavs gonna do with AJ Lawson? Probably keep him. I'm intrigued by his next season. So this came quick. Aces WNBA in 30 minutes. I like that the WNBA does day games during the week. The NBA can learn from that. We're definitely in a win, not if situation with Levine as far as the likelihood of a trade. Really? I don't think I would trade the 3rd overall pick for Siakam either. The Hawks offered Collins in talks for the Mavericks' 10th pick. Dallas has been interested in Collins for the past 2 years, but seem to have lost that appetite as they rejected the offer. Nice. Love to hear that. Toby. Oh, Kings and Tobias Harris. I could see that. Good website design here. Just a fuck ton of white space. No need for big all-in trades, just smart picking right figures. That's right. Agreed. 100%. So wait, so okay. Shams, you gotta word this tweet a little bit more exciting like. Because what am I supposed to do with this information? In strong talks? Like, strong talks usually means it's going to happen. True, but I love how Woj says he's not spoiling picks, and the next day goes on ESPN saying the Hornets are taking Miller. That's kind of why I still think smokescreen. I don't know. Have you have any of you been following the betting odds for that? Like the betting odds just yesterday alone went from Scoot being like minus 300 at one point to a few hours later, Brandon Miller was like minus 410. Shit's crazy. Hold on, I need to quote tweet the Shams tweet. Just want to point out I said KP to the Celtics yesterday in my video. Get the let's get the slightly Stradamus picture there. I mean, you really can't fucking. Why is Dick's name censored in 2K? Yeah, wait, are they going to have Grady Dick's name in 2K? I can't even put my real name in 2K. Would you attach a pick with the Bertans contract? Fuck no. What would you think, KP to Boston? I really don't know. I just kind of said it as a joke. His name in the draft I saw was changed to Dicky. So why is Dick added but not Dicky? KP is a really nice fit in Boston. I'm just thinking about it right now. honestly like a really, really nice trade. One year left on the deal for KP, so like assuming he opts in. So nothing crazy there. You get off Brogdon, you're trying to get off of a guard anyways. What up, Majman? Like a nice defense next to Rob Will and somebody who can stretch the floor too. Horford KP backcourt is huge. You can stretch the floor. Yeah, true. And Horford and KP can play together. But KP can also play with Rob Will. Didn't Bro just won 6th man of the year? Yeah, but I mean, it's not like that's this crazy award. Like Montrezl Harrell won that shit. Dame trade is still possibly on the table. Oh, yeah. Can't wait 5 minutes from now. Dame trade's not on the table. 5 minutes later, well, hold on. Dame could maybe want out. 5 minutes later, Dame goes live. Guys, I would never want out. 5 minutes later, Dame likes a tweet that says, Dame to Houston. 5 minutes later, Trailblazers are fielding calls. 5 minutes later, Trailblazers would never trade Dame. 5 minutes later, hold on a second. Miami's put a trade thing. Hold on. Portland just told Miami to fuck off. Are we scared of Kyrie to Miami? No, not really. If I were in the East, I'd be terrified of Dame to Miami. I just pretty much saw a porn gif scrolling Twitter in regards to Jason Tatum. How come anytime I see a fucking Jason Tatum fanboy enter my timeline on my For You page or whatever, why is it always so incredibly weird? I've never seen a fan base behave like this. They want to have sex with him. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's so strange. The average Tatum fan. Well, I want to talk more about this KP thing, but it's in a weird place. Like, this is a strangely worded tweet. I still think Boston would stand to gain quite a bit from having like another creator. But this is a really nice trade, though. I mean, it is kind of funny that we talk about. It is kind of funny that we talk about like health and stuff with Rob Will and Horford. Oh, well, we need to get somebody who can like help them when they're injured. Well, KP's not fucking really the picture of health. Although I just got here what I walk into. Well, apparently the Celtics are about to trade for KP. Mavs join the trade and pick up Muscala. Well, let's head to the basketball index.com. Let's look at some spreadsheet data. Jaylen Brown and 1 first for Dame. Is Jaylen Brown really? Wait, wow. AP has changed. I don't think Portland would do that. If I'm trading Dame, I want 10 fucking picks. Hey, Siley, what would be your worst case scenario and best case scenario for the Mavs on draft night? Best case scenario is Jarris Walker somehow miraculously falling to 10. Think of like a Laramie Tunsil. Was that his name? Jeremy Tunsil? What's his name? Where the picture of him in a gas mask smoking weed came out and he dropped all those spots. That's what the Mavericks need to do, actually. You know what? Play bully ball. Find a pic of Jarris Walker smoking weed in a gas mask. Leak it. Have him drop to 10. Worst case scenario, trading out of the draft entirely and not getting a great player in return. Should I Photoshop that? I'm actually thinking about it. Don't know if my Photoshop skills are that great. Actually, I could figure something out. Well, hold on. I might do that. Hold on a second. Jarris Walker. Hold on a second, guys. Photoshop it to get the FFL account to pick it up. Going back and watching your first take on Grady Dick. That was before I even watched anybody. That's one thing you guys got to respect about me. I will have strong opinions about things I don't even know about. Is that an annoying trait for some? Maybe. Yeah. Looking great, Jarris. I'm sorry for what I'm about to do to you. I'm sorry I'm about to smear your character, but this just has to happen for the betterment of your I don't need to pay somebody on Fiverr. I could easily do this. This is his canon event, exactly. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Looking good. All right. There we go. Okay. Now we just got to find a bong. Here we go. I like this one. No, I'm not changing the background. I'm going to keep the background this because it's going to say, wow, Jarris Walker couldn't even leave practice. It's better for his draft stock. This remove background feature is insane. Look at that. Boom. We need it to be behind. We need him to be like, hold on a second. Let me cook. You're watching a master at work. You're watching a master at work. Okay, boom. All right, smoke effect. Yep, this should do it. Right here. A bong in each hand to prove a point. Why is there no good fucking smoke effects on Google? It had to be done, Jarris. I know. It's sad. You know, I don't feel great about it, but the game is the game, man. Paul with the $5 Photoshop class fee payment. Yeah, this is like thousands of dollars worth of knowledge right here. For free, basically. Right? Okay. Right? Okay, boom. Now we need some coming out of the mask. Just a little bit though. Is this fucked up? This actually feels like it could be fucked up. Do not post this? I kind of agree. I kind of think this is not a great post. I mean, it's clearly and obviously a Photoshop, but I'm just thinking of optics. I mean, it's so clearly a fucking Photoshop, though. No one will care after the Dynasty. I'll be part of the Dynasty documentary 25 years from now. Yeah, I was on stream one day and just a calling happened, like I was from the show Manifest. Like I was a character on the TV show Manifest. The calling happened. You must Photoshop Jarris Walker smoking weed. What? Why did you hide that, B-Dot? If someone doesn't know the background, they might think you're racist. See, that was actually the optics part of it. I was, but it's just a play on the, what's the guy? Laramie Tunzel? Is that his name? Laramie does not sound like a first name. It is his name though. It's just this right here. Laramie Tunzel turns NFT draft mask gas mask bong video into NFT. Wow. Oh, NFT for charity. Oh, okay. You can at least respect that. Do NFTs still hit? Draft picks multi-million-dollar bong hit. Fucking video. How far in the draft did he drop? He dropped a decent amount in the draft. Just post the edit on your Twitter. You're welcome. Wow. Jarris Walker. Wow, Jarris Walker pulling a Laramie Tunzel. Reports are that this is enough to drop him to 10th in the draft. Wow. All right. out there for the world to see. Is there any way I can apologize to Lewis? All you did was delete one message. It's not like you banned. I mean, Tunsil, yeah, Tunsil got a fucking bag. Crazy development. Paul, 11 months in a slightly delusional club. If you have time, peep the MC Doc Beef by Secret Base. Is there a new Secret Base video? Definitely watch it at some point. Oh, wow. Mark Cuban, Doc Rivers beef 3 hours ago on Secret Base. Okay, yeah. Maybe not on stream just because there's too much. Well, I was just about to say there's too much other stuff we need to do on stream, and we just fucking spent the last 20 minutes doing. We never getting invited by Mark to the cookout? Yeah, I don't think that was ever an option for me. Mark Cuban has liked and retweeted me in the past, so he's at the bare minimum somewhat aware of my existence. To what level, I don't know. I've talked with friends, and I have friends who are like, no, he probably definitely like at least keeps up or watches. Which I don't believe. Personally. Yeah, so the majority of Mavs Twitter. I mean, he's definitely on Mavs Twitter, for sure. Followell knows ad slightly biased at the very least. Does he? I think he's... I highly doubt Followell does. The DMs with Lammy. That shit is crazy. To be fair though, that part of Mavs Twitter, they'll tweet some crazy shit about Mark Cuban. He laughed at you out of the blue about the Australia tattoo. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. No, the Mavs later. Imagine Walker here on his burner account just watching someone actively trying to ruin his reputation. Listen, Jarris. It's for I know my photoshopping skills make that look like it's 100% accurate. LeBron James has a grill. LeBron James has a grill, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a drill. God, I love LeBron, man. What the hell are we going to do when LeBron's gone? Do you guys, like, LeBron's going to be incredibly active, don't you think? Like, after his NBA career, he's never going to go away. Yeah, he's definitely buying a team. That actually might be why they're waiting for Vegas. I would never... Oh, Greg St. Jean goes to Phoenix. Do the Mavericks have any... Do the Mavericks have any assistant coaches? Sources: Celtics, Clippers, Wizards, and serious talks on a deal involving Kristaps, Porzingis to Boston, Malcolm Brogdon to LA, Marcus Morris, and draft compensation to Washington. The deal is considered a high possibility. Boston would also need to send out additional salary. Huh. Well. You already buy a little majority of Liverpool team. Yeah, but I think like when the Vegas team comes, when the expansion teams come. Yeah, KP's opt-in days. I don't know if it's today, but it's very soon. Yeah, I don't. There hasn't been much talk about Van Gundy. Who runs the Mavs FFL account, and do you mess with them? I don't know who runs it. All right, hold on. Significant update to our ESPN mock draft this afternoon. We have to read this. Wimby, Brandon Miller. All right, they're really going Brandon Miller, huh? Does sound like Amin Thompson's going fourth. Asar Thompson goes fifth. Anthony Black goes sixth. I can't have this. I can't have this happen. I bet on Jarris Walker to go in the top 6. You're like the more unhinged version of Tucker from Logically. Guys, this is a bad situation. See this? I got like a fucking ingrown hair or something that got infected. It ain't fun. That's why, by the way, that's why I've been wearing sweatshirts on all my videos. I don't want you guys to have to see it. Anthony Black, 6th. Jarris Walker, 7th. God, that'd be so amazing for Indiana. Cam Whitmore, 8th. I was gonna make a melanoma joke, but cancer's not funny anymore. Okay, guys, don't fuck around. I'm about to Google search it. What does that look like? Oh, okay, that's not what I have. That's not what I have. God. I had a really rough night a few nights ago because I thought I was gonna die. All right? That's just how my brain operates. Taylor Hendricks goes 9. Derek Lively 10, I'm guessing. Yeah, okay. Dallas has interest in Lively, but continues to weigh its options in trading back, looking for the right opportunity to upgrade the roster while also preferring to stay in the draft and potentially grab a player they like further down, like Casey Wallace. That would be nice. I wouldn't even be like super upset if Casey Wallace got drafted 10th. Like I could talk myself into it. Feel like better Lively or Hendricks? Hendricks pretty comfortably. We're about to get to, oh my God, how long have we been fucking streaming? God. How have we gotten so derailed? I have to do my entire big board. I want to do my personal mock draft and then a chat mock draft. The draft is tomorrow. What have we been doing? Google diagnosis are the worst? Yeah, well, that's what I do. And it's always worst case scenario. It'll be like, there is a 1 in a billion chance that you have been bitten by a radioactive spider. And I'm like, fuck. I can't believe I just got bitten by a radioactive spider. Grady Dick 11. Bilal 12th. Buffkin 13th. Nice. Have you responded to one of my comments, Hollywood? Retna! Here's Retna's comments he wants me to respond to. Let's hurry up. Slightly scroll. Keep going through the mock draft. I see you. Why don't you like Lively? I'm about to do my big board. I'll talk about it here in a bit, okay? That means there's 8 Spider-Man out there. That's right. Jordan Hawkins 14th. Hood Shafino 15th. Keontae George. Jet Howard. Cason Wallace 18, man. If Jet Howard goes before Cason Wallace. Brandon Podzimski. Olivier Maxence Prosper. Noah Clowney. Nick Smith. Tommy Hawkes. Rupert. What's up with Leonard Miller going this fucking far down? What's been going on with all these mock drafts lately? I was actually another mock draft, and I was like, why is Leonard Miller, who was like really hyped up not too long ago, 27 now? I don't really understand it. Did something happen? How many trade calls have the Spurs realistically taken for the first pick? Realistically, probably 0. Slightly audio? Is something wrong? Well, I'm going to Fanspo, but it's only for my big board. I'm not doing mock trades. It's cutting in and out? Really? I only did it for like 10 seconds and not doing it anymore. I'm lagging? Sounds pristine to me. All right. Maxwell Lewis, Ben Shepherd. This is the new Denver pick. Dariq Whitehead. Damn, Bryson Small in the second round. Gee. I'm going to play pickup soon. Can you hurry the fuck up? No, I'm going to take longer now. All right, should we do my big board now? I'm just going to go through it. Just going to power through it. I would take James Najee 10th? I need to find a new place to play some pickup because I don't like the gym that I went to. Used to have a great group of friends to go with, and one of them tore his Achilles in the middle of a game, and that kind of just ruined it. But then I went to another gym and just started playing some solid pickup games, you know, became buds with the people there, had a great time. But the gym was just so shitty, and they never took care of the basketball court, and it was a fucking liability. Lag or just me? No, I guess a lot of people are experiencing lag. I don't know what that is. I've gotten schooled by high schoolers twice this week, man. I've told the story about how I was playing a high schooler once in a pickup game, and we won to 21, and I was up like 19-2, and he just said, "Hey, next shot wins." I was like, "Yeah, whatever." And he made like this crazy ass bank 3, and then was talking shit afterwards, and I was like, "Okay." Exit out and go back. All right, so it's probably a YouTube thing. All right, here we go. I'm just going into my I'm not wasting any more time. We're just getting into my big board. I'm gonna power through this really quickly here. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I'm not a draft expert. Just gonna go really quickly. Victor Wembanyama, 1. Scoot Henderson, 2. Need I explain more? Okay, Scoot Henderson, I think, is easily the second best prospect in this draft. Don't overthink it. Jarris Walker, 3rd. I'm sticking to my guns on this one. I'm sticking to my guns here. Part of my reasoning for this is I look at everybody below Jarris Walker, and it's like, oh, okay, like Amen Thompson's gonna have to do so much to reach his ceiling. Cam Whitmore, Anthony Black, these guys are gonna have to do so much to reach their ceilings, where it's like Jarris Walker could be like a legit great role player immediately, no matter what. Not everybody can have a big board. Some of us only have below average size boards. Hey, that's all right, man. Not about the size of the board. Okay? Not about the size of the board. So I like Jarris Walker. I think worst case scenario, he's going to be an elite level role player. Best case scenario, he blossoms into a great player. I do have Brandon Miller 4th. I actually moved him up quite a bit. I moved him up quite a bit, actually, in recent days. I think I had him like 7th, but I'm back to him being 4. Worst case scenario, he's a shooter. That size. 7-foot wingspan. You know, nothing wrong with that. Front voice. I have the biggest board, folks. It's the best board. No board is better. He's a bust in the making. I don't think Brandon Miller can bust as a number 2 overall pick, I think, because you expect superstar stuff from a 2nd overall pick, but I think he's going to be a good player. I got Kobe Buffkin 5th. Fuck it. I don't care. Three-level score, defense, playmaking, SGA in the making. I really don't get it. I really don't understand, like, how can so many people be below Kobe Buffkin who have like 1 in point guard 3 assists a game? Well, he didn't become the lead ball handler until like the last 6 weeks of the season, and he was amazing since then. 50, 40, 90 the last 6 weeks of the season. Like 66% at the rim and half court. Like an absurd finishing for a college guy. I really don't understand how Kobe Buffkin is not more hyped. I truthfully do not get it. Like what? Oh, we brainwash ourselves into thinking, oh, we'll fix the Thompson twins jump shot. Oh, okay. All right, sure. I do not understand it. Truthfully, I don't know what I'm missing. What am I fucking missing? He's way too old, already in his 20s. Isn't he like he's only 20? Dude, the Thompson twins are 20. Everybody, dude, do you know the Thompson twins are 20? People talk about them like they're 18. They're 20 and just played in a high school league against toddlers. I got Anthony Black 6. I like his game a lot. I like his game a lot. Super smart, good defender. Can play on ball, off ball. If his shot gets there, he's like a legit star in the making. So, but worst case scenario is he's a strong role guy and a very connective passer and a good team player, which I like and value. Jason Wallace at 7. I don't understand mock drafts where he's going like 17th. Like, I feel like teams are tricking themselves. I heard Anthony Black wasn't supposed to be a lead ball handler until his teammate got injured. Nick Smith, I think he'll be a good player. Yeah, and they had like some of the worst spacing in college basketball too. I like Kaysen over Anthony. I could see that. But Kaysen Wallace is going to come in and immediately be like one of the best defenders in the in this rookie class at least. Incredible team defender. Can guard 1 through 3. Good playmaking upside. Good pick and roll upside, which is a nice little NBA trait to have. And if his shot creation gets there, I see I see a smaller Jimmy Butler more than I see Drew Holiday, if that makes sense. Like when I watch him, I was like, he kind of reminds me of a smaller Jimmy Butler. Anyways, I'm high on him. If somebody gets him like 15th or 16th, they just won the fucking lottery, figuratively and literally. Here come the Thompson twins. I'm in a star. I'm just really not overly. I'm not that high on. I have to be brutally honest. Here's my take. For Ramen to reach his highs, his peak. Right? For him to reach what is to be his ultimate ceiling, he has to be a lead guard. But he can't fucking shoot, and it would be a miracle. A miracle if that comes through. Like, it would absolutely be a miracle. That would be one of the things you talk about for the rest of history drafts. Like, anytime a player can't shoot. Well, the Thompson twins, like, that's what, like, he would be one of those guys. So it, like, greatly limits their ceiling to me. And I just, dude. Like, they really didn't dominate. It would be different if they just absolutely shit on all of the toddlers they played in Overtime Elite. But they didn't. They were good. Don't get me wrong. Asar won MVP. I don't know. Like, it makes sense though. If you're Houston at 4, it does actually make sense to take a swing because he probably does have the second highest ceiling. If a miracle happened and he developed a jump shot. So if you're Houston, it makes some sense. Anyone else? I'm pretty scared. Taylor Hendricks at 10. I like him. I think he's just going to be a 3-and-D guy. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. For a guy with a 7'3" wingspan. I like Jarris Walker's playmaking way more. Way more. But I like Taylor Hendricks a bunch. Kind of think what you see is going to be what you get for him, to be 100% honest with you. I don't think Hendricks will bust because he'll just be a 3-and-D guy. Yeah, Jarris Walker's a little bit smaller. Not by much, though. I mean, Jarris Walker's built like a fucking tank. But I think he's like an inch or two shorter. Cam Whitmore at 11. He's falling kind of. The more I look at Cam Whitmore, the more he drops for me. The basketball IQ and feel stuff it's tough. Like, for him to reach his peak, he's just gonna have to be. For Cam to reach his peak, he's just gonna have to be like, you know, the ball in his hands a bunch, scoring a lot. His playmaking numbers in college were like historically low for a lead guy on the wing. I mean, I don't know. Kind of scares me. Like, feel very rarely gets taught. Dallas could be an interesting spot for Cam Whitmore for sure. Like, he'll be a good defender. He's a great athlete. I mean, he's a good shot maker and stuff. I would take him at 10. Could you please tell me how Jarris Walker is a better prospect than Beef Stew was? Honestly, I like wasn't Beef Stew's draft. I wasn't really looking too much into him, so I can't really say. But I mean, I really can't say. I don't know. I didn't follow Jarris Beef Stew's draft process. Heard Russell say next year's draft prospects are bad. We'll see. You never really know until it's about to happen. All right, 12. I have Grady Dick, who I like a lot. Would not be mad at all if the Mavericks drafted him 10. Everyone else would. I really wouldn't. Knockdown shooter, smart team player, connective passer, checks a lot of boxes you want a role player to be. 7-foot wingspan, does a lot of things you want to see for a role guy. And then Jordan Hawkins has shot up mine. The more I've looked at him and thought about it, an immediate skill that will translate to the NBA, absurd shooting, movement shooter. No, Najee's on here. He's just later. I have 40 guys. I got to power through. I'm proud of how many guys. We're not going to talk too much about some of the guys later down the list. But I like Jordan Hawkins a bunch. Will probably be a solid defender at best. And if he's a solid defender, then you got a really great role player. And if some creation stuff comes along, yeah, he's going to be really fucking good. Mavs trade THJ, trade back, and let Hawkins fill his role. I mean, that would be nice. I feel like he might be a 40% three-point guy immediately. Leonard Miller, I have 14th. I don't get what I'm missing. I've seen people say he's better offensively than Grady. He's probably a better shooter than Grady right now. Grady Dick though is he's got some playmaking stuff that's interesting, and I think he's probably gonna be a better defender. And Grady Dick's bigger. I don't get what I'm missing for Leonard Miller. I know, a lot of his stuff looks goofy, but it just works, though. I mean, I don't know. He's like a big. I think he's being miscast as a small forward, truth be told. I think he could be a center. I think he could be a small ball 5. Yeah, and he was it Leonard Miller who I was looking at, or was it Cisco? One of the G League Ignite guys had only played against. Hold on, let me look it up right now. I think it was Leonard Miller. Had only played against AAU high level competition for the last year. Was it Leonard Miller who did not play AAU basketball and only played against the top tier guys this past year? Let me look. I want to be right. It was him? So yeah. That is interesting to me. Oh, yeah. He didn't get to play AAU basketball against high-level athletes who can match him. Before he played at Nike Hoop Summit at the Combine last year, he never even consistently played in games against Division I level talent. Then he goes straight to the G League. I like that about a player. Jalen Hood-Schifino, 15th. I like him. Don't really have much to say about him. Good pick and roll guy. Good defender. Pretty much it. Really not that high on Bilal. I'd rather have Leonard Miller than Bilal. Truth be told. Like, this feels like fool's gold here. I feel like some team's going to fuck up. Your mic keeps fading in and out. You have to exit out of YouTube and come back in. It's a YouTube playback thing, I think, is what people are saying. No, I think he's a little bit better than Frank. Rupert reeks of Frank Ntilikina. I mean, he's a freak athlete. 7'2" wingspan. That's pretty fucking crazy. 6'6" with a 7'2" wingspan is nuts. But a really good defender, a great athlete. I get it. But his offensive game is I mean, it's going to be like 3 or 4 years before like the offense, before you'd hope the offense even gets to a passable level. Seems like an OG type of player. It's just his offense is just pure. It's just pure hypotheticals at this point. I don't know. It's a little bit scary to me. 29% on guarded catch and shoot threes. Got left open in the playoffs. Can't get past guys. Not a good late shot clock guy. Not a very good movement shooter. Didn't separate. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong guy. I mean, I'm sure all of those apply. 25% on guarded threes. Does not have a pull-up jump shot. Not a good 1v1 player. Just a little scary to me, man. I get it, though. If I were a team that had a bunch of draft picks, yeah, I'm taking a risk on a guy like this for sure. But if I'm a team where it's like I have to hit on my draft pick, I don't have any other ones like the Mavericks, no chance. No fucking chance. Here's the thing with Bilal, though. When he played against the lower competition, his numbers were insane. How is that different from the Twins? Well, the Twins at least have, like... I mean, Amin Thompson, for all of his flaws, like, does look like if his shot develops, he could 100% be a lead guard with his playmaking and stuff. He's a Ntilikina. I could see OG. Bryce Sensabaugh actually moves up my rankings, which is shocking because doesn't really profile to be the type of player I like. I actually don't think OKC would like Bilal. They might take him, but he doesn't fit their like great, smart playmaker mold. If that makes sense. Yeah, OG's a good shooter, but like the idea is Bilal will develop into that. But that's just pure speculation. Bryce Sensabaugh is a walking bucket. His tape is fucking nuts. Like a 3-level scorer. Deep bag, great shooter. But I do worry about him because I don't think he's going to be good at all defensively. And also, there's like some concerning knee stuff I saw somebody mention about him. Where like he's had like a knee problem in like 3 of the last 4 years or something. Going back to high school. Would I trade 10 for 12 in Ousmane Dieng? Yeah, I still believe in Ousmane Dieng. I don't think the Thunder would do that though. Nick Smith Jr. 18th. I've gotten a little bit higher on him too recently. I do kind of see it. I kind of see the 3-level scoring upside mixed with like decent defense and like some playmaking upside. I can actually see it. I would take a risk on him if I were like Brooklyn and had 2 picks. Maxence Prosper. 19th. Yeah, I'm a believer. I sing a weekend lyric. Cause this house is not a home without my baby. Quit disrespecting my Razorbacks. Dude, I had Anthony Black high and then Nick Smith. And I have another Razorback way higher. Yeah, I like Omax. I see it. It's there for sure. I honestly thought about having him higher than Bilal because I'm like, okay, well, all of the hypotheticals for Bilal's like, Omax kind of does now. He's a little bit older. Like, the upside's maybe not as, like, you know, hypnotizing. But he's a dog. I'm not going to lie. I don't really give a fuck about age in the draft. That's what I learned. How much do I really care? Like, oh, this guy's 18. Like, he'll develop. Do they usually? I mean, I understand it for, like, legit good prospects. But, like, a guy being 18 is not 18 or 19 is not enough for me to, like, completely look over their major red flags. Max would be a good dough type of project. Yeah, I do actually see a lot of Dorian Finney-Smith in him in some ways. I feel like some PJ Tucker too. But just a dog. Good corner shooter. You know, not gonna, like, he's not gonna have the ball in his hands a lot offensively, but that's all right. I like his game. I got Lively 20. I'm not gonna lie. The more I look into Lively, I get a little bit scared. I would be cool though with the Mavericks drafting him 10th. Like, I don't get it twisted. I would be cool with the Mavericks drafting him 10th. But I personally have him 20th. What's the oldest player you take in the draft? I mean, it depends on where I am in the draft. Top 10, probably like 22. What if they trade down to 15 and get Lively? I would like that too. Again, I have him 20, but I would draft him 10 if I were the Mavericks. Like, I wouldn't freak out. There's just some stuff about him that scares me. Like, he really was scared of scoring. Like, he was scared of scoring in college. His shooting is just, you know, it's just something we've seen in an empty gym. Hypothetical stuff. How old was Bernard James again when the Mavs drafted him? Wasn't he like 27? Something like that. Did we look at that recently? He debuted at 27. Yeah. But anyways, a great shot blocker. You know, a great defensive player. He does foul a lot though, so that scares me. He's gonna have to fix that. It might be a little bit longer than for Lively than I would personally like. Like, it might take a little bit longer than I thought maybe a few weeks ago. Noah Clowney. God, I just fucking see Maxi Kleber. Yeah, Lively does have some passing ability. With Noah Clowney, I see like a better pick and roll version of Maxi Kleber. That's what I see. That's a solid player. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, Lively could maybe be a day one starter, but it's not going to be as pretty as we would hope. Don't know if he'll be as NBA ready as like a Jalen Duren, for example. I've heard Clowney's a ways away from contributing on defense too. Yeah, all of these guys at this range are either going to be like low ceiling guys who are ready to go immediately, or like a little bit of ways guys. Does this Clown man block shots like Maxi? Yeah, he's a pretty good rim protector. Good chase down blocker, like pretty decent in space, corner three guy. Just kind of reminds me of Maxi whenever I see him. Got a 7'2" wingspan. I like that. Chris Murray, just a solid dude. Just nothing more, nothing less. 3-and-D guy. I'm not throwing a full court pass out of bounds. Yeah, hopefully not. Trace Jackson Davis. Which one of you says you're a Hoosier? An Indiana fan? Somebody in here a couple days ago was saying that. I like Trace Jackson Davis's game a lot. Just older. He's 23, so that'll turn a lot of people off. 7'3" wingspan, though. Great defender. Great lob threat. Trace Jackson Davis was compared to Dwight Powell by Mavs draft. I mean, at 23 overall in the draft, around that range. And actually, he's getting mocked in the second round. I don't think there's too much wrong with a guy like Dwight Powell in that range, to be honest. Pretty good passer. Short roll passer. I love that. I said I was an Illinois fan and he killed us. There was a guy who said he was like an Indiana fan in here too, but I like his game a lot. He's just older and like probably won't be, will most certainly not be like a star or anything like that, but just a solid ass player. Jaime Jaquez. Just worried about what he does in the NBA. But his game is fun to watch though. I will say that. Jaime Jaquez is a fun watch. The guy is a fucking bucket. He's got a stupid deep bag. Smart player. When you search him up on YouTube, all you get is like a million interviews. This is why Jaime Jaquez is the leader. And I got to say, I like that. I do like that. I am worried about what his role in the NBA looks like. Because it's not like he's gonna have the ball in his hands a bunch. And that's what made him so good in college. So I don't know. But I think he'll figure it out. Dariq Whitehead, 2 foot surgeries is scary. 2 foot surgeries before even entering the NBA. Other than that, he'd be a little bit higher, but everything I saw was like, yeah, if Dariq Whitehead gets his athleticism back, yeah, but what if he doesn't though? I mean, worst case scenario, he's like a 3-and-D guy. Yeah, I'm not there on Keontae George at all. I can't get there. Maybe I'll be wrong. Like, he is a 3-level scorer, but the more less I feel like the more slight research has been. Oh, I've put a lot of fucking time and effort into this. Why? I don't know. All I really want to do. What up, CJ? All I really want to do is have this to look back on in a few years. That's what I really want. Fun fact, Deni Avdija is 22 years old, but he's the longest tenured player on the Wizards. Life of a rebuilding team. He was there before Gafford? No. Anthony Gill, I feel like, has been on the Wizards forever. Three years. I guess that's right. Huh. Wow, okay. And he's been in the NBA for 3 years, huh? I'm just not there with Keontae George personally. Just does not play a brand of basketball I love currently. Maybe he'll get there, though. Kobe Jones does play a brand of basketball I like. Who's the worst player you'd give up the 10th pick for straight up? Straight up? Trade out of the draft entirely? I don't know if there's any right now that's realistic. I don't know if there's a realistic option. Giannis? Yeah, that sounds realistic. Anyways, Kobe Jones, smart player. I like that. Pretty good defender. Can guard 1 through 3. 42% on catch and shoot threes this year. Not going to be a great put the ball in his hands, go get a basket guy, but that's okay. That's okay. Jitty. What do we decide on the name pronunciation? I go back and forth on this guy quite a bit, but I think I like him. Only 19. Good defender. Sissoko. Physical defender. Good shot blocker. Has some handling upside. CD. Some passing upside. I like his game. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Bit of a project, so not like somebody I would want on the Mavericks personally, but unless you get like 2 picks. Unless the Mavericks leave this draft with 2 picks somehow. Musk does not like this guy. Elon? What did he do to Elon? Dude, if I was like a really rich celebrity or like a powerful person, I would just randomly be like, hey guys, here's my mock draft. Like, just out of nowhere. That would be fucking hilarious. Imagine if Elon Musk tomorrow morning is like, hey guys. Oh. Okay, I get what you're saying now. That was a good joke. That was a good joke. I forgot about the cis thing. If he's French, his ceiling is Ntilikina. Hey guys, it's Elon Musk. Here's my here's my big board. That would be so funny, actually. Oh yeah, one of the things I wrote down after watching CD, he's gonna get into fights in the NBA for sure, and I respect that. He's got that dog in him. Kobe Brown, who I just finished watching right before the stream, another player where it's like, okay, what am I missing? Like, what am I not seeing? He's 23, so that's probably it. But what am I missing? Another Kobe. What am I missing for him? I don't really get it. His offensive game looks fucking nuts for a player his size. Yeah, Bilal was, I think 16th, something like that. I said I was a little too scared of him. 44% on catch and shoot threes this year. I know that was a big outlier, though, for his whole career. 23 is old, but, like, he's can create for himself and others. Has a 7'1" wingspan. This stream has been my only comfort for the day, so thank you for distracting me from the shitty real world. You're welcome, B-Dot. Everything's gonna be alright, man. Let's go night-night. Alright, night-night, Wicked. Yeah. They're saying that Gallinari and Smart would head to Washington. Oh. I think he was on Spins 10 under 80 dudes. Yeah, he was. Wonder how Mavs Twitter would have reacted if Mark was in that submarine. Alright, I have maybe an unpopular submarine opinion. I haven't really followed it that much. It's a sad fucking story. Like, listen. Am I going to shed a bunch of tears because a bunch of rich people have died? No, not really. But these people have either already died a very horrific death or are in the process of it right now. I don't know. Kind of fucked up. What was it? $250,000 just to get in there? Jesus. And what is this? Stepson of missing billionaire on Titanic submarine shoots his shot with OnlyFans model as rescuers scramble to locate his stepfather. What if they hate each other? A step parent? Who fucking cares? Yeah, I have Jordan Walsh 30th. Where's my Arkansas people? If this guy can be a reliant three-point shooter, yeah, he's gonna be a fucking freak. If this guy could just magically develop, hey, just go stand in the corner and knock down corner threes at like a 38% rate, this guy's gonna be a monstrous player in the NBA. His defense is crazy. Crazy. I'm in. If I were a smart team, I would maybe draft him in the back of the first round. Like if I kind of felt confident in my ability to develop a little bit more from him. He's from DeSoto. Arkansas usually always has like a decent amount of Dallas kids. Anthony Black from Duncanville. Jordan Walsh sounds like a backup quarterback. That is a very quarterbacky name. This guy's a dog. Great defender, great motor, smart player, good cutter, good connective passer. If this guy could just shoot, like, can we just get a jump shot out of you? Andre Jackson, 31. We'll just power through the rest of these guys. I like the defense. Like, yeah, this is the guy who averaged 6 points a game, right? Yeah. That's a little bit spooky. But a good defender and a smart passer. I like it. I think Podzimski's next. Am I a little bit too low on him? I mean, I have him 32. Fanspo has him 29. ESPN has him 27. He's kind of the same thing of Jaime Jaquez, where it's like, what's he going to be in the NBA? Because, like, he's not going to have the ball in his hands every time down the floor like he did in college. 44% on catch and shoot threes. Good touch around the rim. Like, he's nice. Worry about his defense, though. Worry about his defense. I don't know. We're just kind of waiting on the KP news. All right, power through the rest. Ben Shepherd, I actually like him. Good shooter. I actually saw some like first round buzz for him. Pretty good defender. I like him. High IQ player. He'll be around the league, I feel like, for quite a bit. Jed Howard. I cannot fucking get there. I don't get it. I do not get Jed Howard whatsoever. Fine shooter, but is dog meat on defense, man. I'm just not there. All right, let me power through the rest of this so we can talk about the KP trade more. Maxwell Lewis, again, not a great defender. Interesting, scoring option. Some decent three-level scoring potential. Gregory Jackson, GG Jackson. Crazy upside for sure. I don't want to be the one to take the risk on it, though. Again, one of these teams that has like 1 million draft picks. Maybe. Marcus Sasser, Dallas kid. Dog in him. Small. 6'3". But a great defender. Gonna come in and immediately be a better player. I need to raise him higher, actually. Great pull-up shooter, deep range as a shooter, catch and shoot guy, good corner shooter. Just smaller is his problem. Amari Bailey, pretty solid player. After his teammate, I don't remember his name, got hurt. He had a great back end of the season. But a negative assist to turnover ratio. Yeesh. Not really something you want to see. Repair, Frank Ntilikina. Frank Ntilikina. 20 on ESPN. Frank Ntilikina. Scared to shoot. Confidence problems. Frank Ntilikina. James Najee. Huge project. Some team, best of luck. Huge project. I don't know. I would be scared to be the one. 7'5" wingspan. 18 years old. Definitely a project. Could be a good player. He's young. But he's a massive project. Julian Strother, knockdown shooter, like him. 40% from 3 off catch. Good spot up shooter. Not a great defender, though. So, kind of out. What up, Josh? Jalen Wilson, just super underwhelmed by this dude. I don't really know what to say. Tristan Vucevic. This guy's going to get pooped on defense. His offensive game is pretty nasty. I'll give him that. For a 7-footer. Or close to 7 foot at least. But yeah, the defense side of things is going to be rough. Enter Quavion Smith. That's the last one. No, this guy plays nothing like Jokic. What's up? This guy's the last guy I looked at. He's 165 pounds. That's about it. Like, God bless him. Wish him the best of luck. 165 pounds. I'm out immediately on that. All right. What have I missed in the KP front? Like, are things moving? Kyle Kuz was looking for $30 million per season. Yucky. Now it's the time to get Daniel Gafford, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thinking about blocking Flex from Jersey. Oh my God. We might need to have a convo about if Dallas kept JB, KP, and just traded Luka. Daniel, who's saying that? John Hollinger? On Boston, Washington Clippers potential 3-way deal reported by Shams. Porzingis needs to opt in by the end of the day. Oh, so this is going to happen today if it's going to happen. What up, Gavin? So this is going to happen. It has to happen today, huh? Yeah, just imagine if the Lakers kept KCP and Kuzma just traded LeBron. That's so true. We've already gone over this a million times. KP played pretty much the exact same. Just had the ball in his hands more. A big 3 of Boston, Tatum, Brown, and KP could be interesting. Yeah, definitely could be interesting. Clippers need to add one small salary. Preston or Boston. Where does Hollinger say this about Marcus Smart? Hearing that Danilo Gallinari is being included in the developing 3-team trade talks between Boston, Los Angeles, and Washington. Damn. Gallinari, a Celtics legend. Celtics legend Danilo Gallinari. Brunson wasn't the same level of player when KP was on the team. THJ was legit and the second best player back to back playoff years versus the Clippers. I mean, Brunson was developing, man. Like, dude, if Jalen Brunson played even decently well against the Clippers, they win that series, but he fucking sucked. I love Jalen Brunson. But, like, he was dog shit in that series. And they, like, that's a big reason why they lost that series. They won the Luka minutes. Like, they won the Luka minutes, but got killed when he was off the floor. That's why I've always said, like, yeah, obviously the power of hindsight, but it made sense for the Mavericks to not give him the contract extension right then and there. It made sense. He was really bad in that series. I don't see any of the Marcus Smart stuff, so... Ball takes his Gallinari and Morris to get KP to Boston as a steal. Well, and Brogdon. KP stayed healthy. Well, I don't even really know what KP's value is. KP stayed healthy when that first series against the Clippers. Yeah, that's true too. And KP was dog shit in that second series. You're such a dumb fucking narrative. My God. No other player gets talked about like this. No other young player gets talked about like this. Wait. It seems Mariah Mills has entered my live YouTube chat. We're talking Zion Williamson situation right now. Wait, is Stephen A on live on YouTube and is he communicating with chat?
To move the case along, and that it's important that the case proceed quickly. Even though it's unlikely to hold, it's at least a positive signal in the sense that all parties in the public should want this case to proceed as quickly as possible.
He got by a fake account for sure. What's going on in this stream? Stephen A went on Fox News, was having a blast with him. He can kick rocks. What's going on here? This has been my theory for a long time. Everyone's going to get into streaming. You already see it. Everybody's going to get into streaming. So it's the future. But even Tatum was like top 5 and is really inconsistent. I don't understand how people still don't get how the Mavs were in a fucked up position with Brunson. Think about it. Either they were about to bet on a guy that did well in a contract year. Well, after the season, it was kind of clear and obvious that Brunson was worth whatever he was going to get. But every moment up until then, it was not obvious. But anyways, I'm done crying over spilled milk over that. Hold on. Here's KP stats from last year. Let's just see how that sort of matches up with... Damn, KP was going one-on-one a bunch, huh? 40% on catch and shoot. 94th percentile on three-point distance. We know he likes to let it fucking bomb. Nearly 50% from threes. He never shoots corner threes, though. Only 6% of his threes were corner threes. That was always the case. Be careful with the Mathlete podcast, by the way. I've seen B-Souls get a strike live because he was reacting to the Paul George podcast. Really? KP was pretty healthy last year. Movement shooter at 7 threes, kind of nuts. Opponent shot 11 percentage points worse at the rim. Yeah, he was a monster defensively. This would be a really nice get, man. For the Celtics. 100th percentile on post-ups. 99th in isolations. Huh. Who's going to handle the ball in that squad? Tatum and Brown just don't cut it. Well, that's honestly why them having Gallinari was kind of interesting. But I guess we'll never know. Poor Gallinari. NBA Instagram is hilarious. Tell us on IG, how many games are they winning? Luka, Kyrie, Buddy Hield, Jay Crowder, and Miles Turner. God. Mavs fans love Miles Turner trades. God. I've seen clips of the Wemby JJ Redick interview. Pretty good. All right, I was wanting to do like a mock draft for the community. Do you guys even want to do that? Yes. Yes. All right, let's do a chat mock draft. Here's my mock draft that I did earlier. Oh, we want to do somebody gets a specific team. All right. Hold on a second. Let me get something right. Do I have a pen over here? Is it about the fucking shit outside? It is. All right, I'll give 7 PK the Magic. No. I'm taking the Mavs. I'm taking the Mavericks. That's where I'm drawing the line. You'll take the Spurs? All right, Squiggly will take the Spurs. All right, hold on. All right. So Squiggly has the Spurs. Do I have any takers for the Hornets? Any takers for the Hornets? Wicked wants the Hornets. Oh, wait. Hold on. Cole said Charlotte first. Sorry, Wicked. Cole gets the Hornets. Any Blazers takers? Hold on. Shams tweeted again. Hold on. Put everything on pause. Okay, here we go. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Look at the explosions are trying their best. God bless them. The explosions are really trying their best. There they go. Breaking: the Celtics, Wizards, Clippers are closing in on a trade, sending Kristaps, Porzingis to Boston, Brogdon to Clippers, and Marcus Morris in draft compensation to Washington. All right. I need to see what the rest of this trade package looks like. Matt said he'll take the Blazers. Rockets? Any Rockets takers? All right. Terror said he would take the Jazz. That's the first Jazz mention. Mason said he'd take Detroit. That's the first Detroit mention. AJ said he wants the Raptors. He'll get the Raptors. AJ, I saw you. Hold on. Gotta be an easier way to do this, but we're doing it the hardest way possible. That's all we know. We grind. Where are the Raptors picking? 13. That's AJ. What did I say? Got the Terror's got the Jazz. All right, what did we decide on the Rockets? Yeah, seven PK's got the Magic. SOOS wants the Wizards? Okay. I already got the Rock. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not very high on Keontae George. Alexander wants the Rockets or the Thunder. Okay, I'm not scrolling all the way up. I'm just gonna do it. Sorry. Alexander, I got you on the Thunder. I have myself on the Mavericks. Mavs. Me. My handwriting's so bad. I already can't even fucking read when I'm writing. No trades. All right, B-Dot, I'll give you the Rockets. Sorry if somebody else said they would do it. Pacers at 7. Any takers? I like Jordan Walsh to the Nuggets a lot. We already have a Pistons. All right, Wicked gets the Pacers. There's a lot of teams. Pelicans. I actually might just start randomly assigning them. Paul. Wait, Paul, aren't you already... All right, Paul, I'll give you the Pelicans. Hawks or Heat I can take? All right, Chris, I'll give you the Hawks. You're horny for the Hornets? Well, unfortunately, I already gave somebody the Hornets, so put it back in your pants. Adam, I'd do any. All right, the Jazz are 16th. That was terror. Lakers at 17. You'll redact yourself? All right, Ray gets the Lakers. Manny, are you already on here? I'll give you the Heat, Manny. No multiple teams. Adam will do any. Do I have you yet, Adam? Adam, I'll give you Golden State. Pizza. You already have the Rockets. Pizza, I'll give you the Nets. You have 2 back-to-back picks. That's fun. Blazers, we already have Blazers. Lots of teams with multiple picks, huh? Kings, Cray, do you want the Kings? A-Car, I'll give you the Grizzlies. God, my handwriting is so bad. Pacers, we already have. Wicked has the Pacers. Clippers, John Kahlo, I'll give you the Clippers. They have the 30th pick. We only need one more. We need the Nuggets. So who does not have a team? The first one who says it will get it. Smito? All right, Smito. John Kahlo, I got you on the got the Clippers. All right. Clips trade 30, pick 30 to Washington. Sorry, John Kahlo. Sorry, man. You're out. You're out. Sorry, he just traded out. Sorry, man. Sorry, dude. The Clippers are expected to trade number 30 in Thursday's NBA draft to the Wizards as part of the 3-team trade. What are the Celtics giving up in this fucking trade? Brogdon, that's it? Surely more, right? Here, John Kahlo. Since there's already 3 different Wizards picks, right? Am I misreading this? Don't the Wizards have 3 picks? Or do the Jazz have 3? All right, John Kahlo. I'll give you the last Jazz pick. No, Smito, you're the Nuggets. You're technically 29. John Kahlo, I'll give you 28. The Jazz have 2 GMs. All right, we got it all set up. We're ready to go. Who did I fucking give the Magic to? I can't read this writing. 7 p.m. is what it looks like. Seven PK. Okay. 7 PK. All right. Okay. I knew it sounded right. God, my hand. All right. Are we ready, or do we want to like look at some news first? We got the whole communities involved. Let me get some like. Do we have what is the NBA draft sound like? What's their draft sound? No, that's the NFL. Or do they all sound like that? "10 hours of the NBA draft sound effect. All right. Paul, your team is... Let me read through all these names. Well, Paul, it doesn't look like I put you on here, although I thought I did. I could have sworn... Oh, you're the Pelicans, Paul. Paul, you're the Pelicans. You're the Pelicans, Paul. I knew I had you on there somewhere. All right, let's do it. Mock draft. Restart draft. No trades. You guys want to do the full draft? We got to just do the first round, right? I don't want to fucking do a full 2 rounds. All right, try like don't troll. All right, don't troll. Squiggly, you are on the clock. Start the draft. Squiggly, you are on the clock as the San Antonio Spurs. Who are you taking, Squigs? All right. Yeah. Okay, just heard from the war room of the San Antonio Spurs. The pick is in. Victor Wembanyama out of France is headed to the San Antonio Spurs. Here, I'll write who wrote it down because that's kind of funny. It doesn't help that we have a huge trade developing in the middle of this. Hold on, Woj is adding a little bit. LA is sending Morris Amir Coffey in the 30th pick. Why are the Clippers getting fucked here, it sounds like? I can't do an impersonation. I'm bad at it. All right. So Victor Wembanyama goes first overall, selected by GM Squiggly. Now we have the Hornets on the board. Cole, you are up. A lot of different directions. The Hornets can go here. Lots of reports over the last few days that GM Cole really likes Scoot Henderson and Brandon Miller. We'll see who he goes. The pick is in. We just heard from the Hornets war room. Let's go to the desk. Let's go to the front podium. With the second pick in the NBA slightly biased mock draft, Cole, the GM of the Hornets, selects Scoot Henderson. Oh, Scoot Henderson. That goes against draft odds, but it's this great pick. Scoot Henderson, LaMelo Ball, the backcourt of the future. And they got a lot more to do. The Blazers are up next. Matt, you are on the board. The Blazers keeping this pick in this universe. No trades. Adam Silver just passed the memo. No draft trades allowed. Where are we going to go here? You know, in an ideal world, do you trade Damian Lillard? Matt, are you here, Matt? Matt. Brandon Miller. Oh, wait. Sorry. With the 3rd overall pick, Matt selects Brandon Miller. Forward. Alabama. Murderer. Yeah. Whoa. Calm down, fans. Matt goes 3rd overall. All chalk so far. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Next up at 4, B-Dot. You are on the board. The Rockets. This is really where it feels the draft starts. The draft starts here at 4. Where do the Rockets go? Who's my fellow Jazz picker? Terror is the Jazz picker. According to multiple league sources, the completion of the Porzingis deal would likely mean that Grant Williams' time in Boston has come to an end. Oh, okay. Oh, also, according to multiple league sources, the 4th overall pick in this draft, the Houston Rockets are selecting Anthony Black, guard, out of Arkansas. Oh, it's a bit of a shocker, but not a terrible pick. They need a lead guard. A lot of people thought that it was going to be Amin Thompson, but it is Anthony Black. Whoa. Let's take it to our draft analysis team. Can we go to our draft analysis team? Did I just kill the stream? Oh, thank God. Yeah, this is a big surprise here at the Slightly Biased headquarters. You know, Anthony Black, we like him a lot. The fuck's going on back here? We like him a lot. He's a great player. But, you know, we thought Amin Thompson would be the pick. I like it, though. I like it. Back to you. So B-Dot shakes it up a little bit and goes, Anthony Black. Mason, you are on the clock. The Detroit Pistons at 5. The worst team in the NBA this past season. They end up with the 5th overall pick. And the pick is in. Ladies and gentlemen, the Detroit Pistons are selecting Asar Thompson. Overtime elite. Oh my God, so crazy it gets 2. Asar Thompson goes 5th to the Detroit Pistons. The reasoning, a bit of a better shooter than his brother and still super athletic. We're going to be an incredibly athletic team with Ivy, Asar, and Duran, and Cade's going to run the point. Great reasoning. I like it. There's, you know, a decent chance that Asar goes first. But Asar to the Pistons makes some sense. I will say that. Now to the 6th overall pick, the Magic. 7 PK, you are on the clock. The Magic have 2 picks here in the top 11. 6 and 11. They need some size. They need some shooting. What are we going to get? Bob Vulgaris took my 2nd pick. I stepped out of the room. Oh, we already have drama, the number 2 overall pick. We already have front office turmoil. Unbelievable. How are we feeling, fellow GMs? Anthony Black going top 4 shook the board up a little bit. Did the Magic expect Amin Thompson to be here? 7 PK, are you here? You were just in the chat. He's thinking it over. We do have a clock. We do have a clock. Seven PK. I know you're in here. We just saw you. Paging 7 PK. Oh, 7 PK comes in. Grady Dick with us. 6th overall in the pick. 6th overall pick in the draft. The Magic select Grady Dick out of Kansas. Oh, whoa. Amin Thompson is falling in the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Grady Dick goes 6th. Whoa. This is a very interesting. Wicked, you're on the clock, by the way. This is a very interesting selection. You know, we know the Magic need shooters. They just fell in love. They fell in love with a guy. They fell in love with Grady Dick. They have 11th. But I'm hearing sources that they didn't think Grady Dick would be there at 11, so they went and got their guy. Can't hate that decision. Really can't hate it. Now, Wicked, you are on the clock. The Indiana Pacers have some interesting decisions to make. I think this has gone very well for Indiana. Jarris Walker, steal. Wow, that's a great pick for Indiana. With the 7th overall pick in the draft, the Indiana Pacers select Jarris Walker, forward, out of the University of Houston. Great pick, Wicked. Great stuff for the Pacers. 8th pick in the draft, the Wizards. Seuss, SOOS, you're up on the clock. Washington has had something very nice fall into their laps here. Great backcourt pairing of Suggs Dick. After much consideration. All right. No. I'm vetoing Ricky Council the 4th. I'm vetoing that. Oh, we have front office turmoil going on in Orlando. Commissioner Silver has vetoed a pick. It's unlike anything we've ever seen. Imani Bates, you have one more time, or else we are revoking your GM privilege. Or else we are stepping in and revoking your GM privileges. Leonard Miller? Do we accept Leonard Miller? Doesn't make a lot of sense at all. All right, we'll accept it. This is the same team that drafted Johnny Davis last year. With the 8th pick in the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select Leonard Miller, overtime elite. Oh, what the fuck? Whoa! It's been thrown for... Ladies and gentlemen, this Wizards team just continuously takes L's. Amin Thompson's right there for them. Nobody expected. They draft Leonard Miller, 8th overall. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't make this up. Johnny Davis, 10th overall last year. Leonard Miller, 8th overall this year. Just a crazy franchise. That's true. It's great method acting. 9th overall pick. Terror, you're up for the Jazz. Terror, you are up for the Jazz. With the 9th, here we go. With the 9th overall pick, the Utah Jazz select Taylor Hendricks out of the University of Central Florida. Amin Thompson and Cam Whitmore are free falling, ladies and gentlemen. They are free falling. That brings up me, the Dallas Mavericks, with the 10th overall pick. You thinking? Yeah, okay. I kind of agree. Right. Yeah, I know. Oh, trust me. Of course. Yeah. All right, let's make the call. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's GM slightly biased to the Dallas Mavericks. That's right. How would you like to be a Dallas Maverick? Fucking hung up. He hung up the fucking phone. I've never seen that. Let me call someone else. Hey, buddy, it's GM slightly biased to the Dallas Mavericks. How would you like to be a member of the Dallas Mavericks? We'd love to have you. And let me tell you, we can't wait to get you in here. Work on that jump shot. We think you're going to be a great player in this league. Yeah, that jump shot's fucked, though. We think we can fix it, though. Yeah, it's really fucked. We actually probably won't fix it. All right, buddy. Yeah, great to have you on board. With the 10th overall pick in the NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks are selecting Amin Thompson out of Overtime Elite. Wow. Wow. What a great pick. What a great pick. Not the highest on Amin Thompson's ceiling, but at 10, hard to find better value for the Dallas Mavericks. Going to be an interesting fit, but a great athlete, good size, good length, good athleticism, some off-ball traits. Very interesting to see how he plays out next to Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. All right, Magic are back on the clock. 7 PK, your second pick. Wow, Amin Thompson goes 10th. We could trade Luka now. Great draft for the man. Wow. With the 11th overall pick, the Orlando Magic select Cam Whitmore out of Villanova. Wow. So the Magic take a risk, take their guy, Grady Dick, 6 overall, and still land Cam Whitmore. What an unbelievable draft. Unbelievable draft. That brings up the Oklahoma City Thunder. Alexander, you are on the clock. The OKC Thunder, do you want a quick little repeat of who's available? Oh, well, here we go. We already have our selection. Great pick. With the 12th pick in the draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Kobe Buffkin out of Michigan. That's a great pick, Alexander. That's a great pick. Yeah, here at the Slightly Biased headquarters, we love Kobe Buffkin. We think he's SGA Jr., and he goes to SGA's team. Now, there's a lot of rumblings. That Kobe Buffkin's agent wants him to go to a team where he can be the lead guard. That's not going to happen in OKC. We'll see how it all plays out, but I love his game. That brings us to AJ. The Toronto Raptors are on the clock. Just a quick little refresher of who's available. Bilal. You know, you don't have to go any of these guys. You can go any direction you want. With the 13th overall pick, the Toronto Raptors select Cason Wallace, guard, out of Kentucky. That's a fantastic pick right there. That's a fantastic pick. The Raptors get a young guard, defensive maestro, fits what they got going on. It's a fantastic pick there, AJ. Fantastic pick. Paul, you're on the clock. Pelicans. Where do the Pelicans go? A very strong roster. You know, do they go center? Do they go shooting? Twelfth pick and lead guard, maybe the G League. That's what they want. That's what they want. Paul. Calling Paul. Calling Paul. Oh, wow. A bit of a surprise pick. With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Jordan Hawkins, guard, out of UConn. They go shooter to pair alongside their other players, one of the best shooters in the class. One of the best movement shooters in the class. Wow, a lot of people thought maybe size, but I don't mind the pick at all. I don't mind the pick. That brings us to Chris. The Atlanta Hawks are on the board at 15. A lot of talk that they wanted to move up and draft somebody, and who knows, that guy's available. What direction are the Atlanta Hawks headed in? After not being able to trade up in this year's draft, the Atlanta Hawks 15th overall select Bilal Coulibaly out of France. Defensive forward. The highest player left on ESPN's big board. The Hawks get a toolsy, defensive, expert, athletic, high upside. Coulibaly makes his way to Atlanta. Utah is back on the clock. Terror. You are back on the clock. They took Taylor Hendricks. Ninth overall, a few picks ago. With the 16th overall pick in the 2023 draft, the Utah Jazz are taking Derek Lively, center, out of Duke. The Jazz go size. Hendricks and Lively. A lot of people thought they were going to get a guard, but they don't. They do have another pick, though. But that's the last Jazz pick from Jazz GM Terror. Just because John Carlo really wanted a pick, and I gave him the last one. I hope that's okay, Terror. Ray, you're on the clock. The Lakers are on the board. I kind of feel like the Lakers would not like the way that this board has panned out. The pick is in. At 17th overall, the Los Angeles Lakers are taking Bryce Sensabaugh, forward, Ohio State University. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that is that's a good pick for a team that wants to win now. LeBron James gets a shooter, an off-ball player, and somebody who can take the ball out of his hands offensively and score for himself. Not a bad pick whatsoever. Bryce Sensabaugh, one of the deepest bags in the league. Fucking spam risk. One of the deepest bags in the league? Wow. Manny, you are on the clock. The Miami Heat are on. Fresh off of an NBA Finals appearance. Manny. The pick is in. With the 18th overall pick, the Miami Heat are selecting Jalen Hood-Schifino, guard out of Indiana. This is a great pick. I literally have written in my notes for Jalen Hood-Schifino. Just seems like a Miami Heat player. Fantastic pick. Fantastic pick. Just draft the best player available. I like it a lot, Manny. That leads us to Adam. Golden State Warriors on the clock. I'll scroll down a little bit just so you guys see who's all available. You don't have to listen to the ESPN big board. Lots of names here that could potentially go in this range. Here we go. The pick is in. With the 19th overall pick, the Golden State Warriors select Chris Murray, forward out of Iowa. Twin brother to Keegan Murray. Yeah, listen, slightly. I like this pick a lot for the Warriors. They're trying to win now. There's a lot of reports that they want a win now player that can help them day one, and Chris Murray provides that more than anybody left on the board. So I think that's a great, hey, what the fuck? I was in the middle of talking. B-Dot, you are back on the clock. The Rockets, who shocked the world by taking Anthony Black 4th overall. They are back on the clock. With the 20th overall pick. Shocked the world with Anthony Black. Still some very solid prospects left. Some very high upside guys. Some very safe players as well. Mark Stein, the 3-team deal to send Kristaps Porzingis to Boston is likewise expected to lead to a July contract extension. Wow, teams are really not giving a single shit about the teams are really not giving a fuck about that apron, huh? Is it possible that B-Dot has left the war room and headed to the bars? It's possible. He might not have known that he had another pick. B-Dot. It's dead silent. The Houston war room is deep in thought. Achoo! Achoo! B-Dot selected Anthony Black 4th overall and said, my job here is done. See ya. I will give B-Dot another minute. And then we'll have a guest GM step in. Somebody who's not already a GM on another team. Who's not a GM on another team? Who doesn't have a team currently in the draft? Mason, do you want to step in? Do you not have a team? Mason, you're the Pistons. You're the Pistons, Mason. I'm on to you. Jack, you want in? All right. B-Dot has stepped down from position. Breaking news. B-Dot has stepped down as GM of the Houston Rockets in a shocking turn of events. Jack, you're on the clock for the Houston Rockets. They selected Anthony Black 4th overall. What are we doing right now? We are in the process of doing. Oh wait, there are 2 Masons. Who made the Detroit pick? Which Mason was it? It was Mason Goss, right? Jet Howard. Oh, Mason, I'm sorry. You weren't the. With the 20th pick in the NBA draft, the Houston Rockets are selecting Jet Howard, guard out of Michigan. Yeah, listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, right? I wouldn't fucking draft him in a million years. Defensively, I think he sucks. But they really desperately need shooting there in Houston. And because of that, it's not a terrible pick. But again, he fucking sucks, and I wouldn't draft him. Jesus. All right. Let's keep it a little bit more friendly there. Nets are on the board. Rocket. You have 2 back-to-back picks here. 2 back-to-back picks for the Brooklyn Nets. 21st overall, 22nd overall. We're actually flying through this. Much faster than I thought we would. It's storming outside. Rocket, are you in here? We've had some GMs weirdly disappear from the draft rooms. We don't know what's going on there. We're investigating. Was it you, Steve? All right, well, we've had a GM step in. With the 21st pick in the NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets are selecting. The draft thing is stuck. I can't get it off the screen. With the 21st pick in the NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets are selecting Jaime Jaquez, forward, out of UCLA. Wow, a surprising pick. Pizza Steve. And with the 22nd pick in the NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets are selecting James Naji, center, Nigeria. So they go with the safe Jaime Jaquez. And then they go with the high upside Naji pick. That leads us to the Blazers. Matt, you are back on the clock, Matt. The Blazers take Brandon Miller 3rd overall to appease Damian Lillard. They're back on the clock right now. The pick is in with the 23rd pick in the NBA draft. The Blazers selecting Brandon Podzimski, high riser, shooting guard out of Santa Clara. There he goes. That brings us to the Kings. Trey, you are on the clock. Sacramento Kings are up. The Chris Murray dream is dead. That's a great pick. With the 23rd overall pick, the Sacramento Kings are selecting Olivier Maxence Prosper, forward out of Marquette. Fantastic get for the Sacramento Kings. I had the best pick. B-Dot, do you realize that you had the 20th overall pick? Are you aware of that? You left your post. The Houston Rockets are pissed. You've been fired. Yeah, I've got breaking news. I'm hearing from a source that B-Dot, GM of the Houston Rockets, thought they didn't have a 20th overall pick, and he left the draft room after selecting Anthony Black 4th overall. There are riots outside of the arena in Houston. People do not know if B-Dot's going to make it home tonight. We will let you know as the draft progresses what happens there. Akar, you are on the board. The Memphis Grizzlies are up. Oh, he's not happy. He liked Prosper. He liked Omax, but he is off the board. Where are the Memphis Grizzlies headed here? It's tough. A lot of pretty good prospects still available. Leaning Colby Jones or Sissoko. They're good picks. The clock is ticking. With the 25th pick in the NBA slightly biased draft, the Grizzlies are selecting Colby Jones, guard, out of Xavier. I like the pick. Feels like a Memphis player. Feels like a Memphis player. Breaking news. B-Dot, GM of the Rockets, got kidnapped during 20th pick. Police assure the media that they are able to recover him. Recover pieces of him. Oh, God. What's going on? Getting juicy. Wicked, you are back on the clock. The Pacers are back on the clock. They selected Jarris Walker with the 7th overall pick. A huge steal. Here's who is available. Nick Smith Jr. dropping. Now, they do have the 29th overall pick, but that's the Nuggets. It just hasn't updated on here. With the 26th pick in the slightly biased NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers are selecting Dariq Whitehead, guard, out of Duke. That's a great pick. That's a great pick. I like that pick for Indiana. Cole, you are back on the clock. The Hornets, who select Scoot Henderson, 2nd overall. They do the right thing. Subconsciously did a Rockets in your... Who is Cole going to pair with Scoot Henderson, LaMelo Ball? Lots of great talent still left on the board. You want Rupert? Can I get Rupert to assist Jordan Walsh and finding his draft tat? Is that who your pick is? Rupert? Lakers trying to get Miles Turner and Buddy Hield for 17 again? Yeah, it's just not happening. Why didn't no one tell me I had another pick? I just thought that you would just be here. Oh, wow. Okay. With the 27th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets are taking Jordan Walsh forward out of Arkansas. I love it. Get some defense, get some dog to go alongside Scoot, LaMelo. I like it. I'm in on Jordan Walsh. We are back to the Jazz. This is John Colo. Are you still here, John Colo? John Colo? He is. John Colo. Taylor Hendricks and Derek Lively. They've gone big. The Jazz have gone big. With the 28th pick in the draft, the Utah Jazz are selecting Keontae George, guard, out of Baylor. It's a good pick. That's a good pick. Got to stop the draft for some NFL talk. No, this would actually be it on NBA. And with the Keontae George, the Utah Jazz. Keontae George has had a haunting and terrifying childhood. Now we're about to describe every terrible thing that's ever happened to him in his life. Keontae George is a solid pick right there. I like it. Smeeto, you're on the clock. 29th overall. The Nuggets. This is the Nuggets pick. They just traded for this today. So the Denver Nuggets are on the clock right now. With the 29th overall pick, the Denver Nuggets are selecting. Wait, we never figured out. Wait. So the Wizards have the 30th overall pick? Okay, sorry. I stole from the Nuggets moment. With the 29th overall pick, the Denver Nuggets are selecting Trace Jackson Davis, forward out of Indiana. Just screams Denver Nugget, doesn't he? Just screams Denver Nugget. Can't you trade the pick via Fanspo? Oh, yeah, I guess I could have. Hold on, let me just do that really quick. Trade pick. Denver Nuggets. Did the trade happen? Oh, whoops, I just gave him it. Okay, never mind. Here we go. What the hell? All right, so this is the Wizards, right? Oh, God, the Wizards are back on the clock. Oh, Christ. SOS, are you still here? They shocked the world with their first pick, to put it lightly. The Wizards are back on the clock. Smeeto, not Saldo. Did I write Saldo? That was a typo. Leonard Miller went 8th overall in a surprising, shocking turn of events. SOS and the Wizards are back on the clock. If he's here. Yeah, Nick Smith, not going to be a first-round pick, huh? SOOS. Hello. Luke, do you have a team? Wizards. All right. Chill out. It is the Wizards. I don't believe he's here anymore. I'm thinking about just going Nick Smith. Do we have any problems with that? Do we have any problems with Nick Smith going 30? I don't see a world. Repair. All right, Mason and Luke, you guys can be joint GMs here for the Wizards. Who are we selecting? Jalen Hood-Schifino? He's already been drafted. Fans' raid on the Washington front office is definitely the worst right to happen in DC this decade. Luke says repair. Mason, do you have any qualms with that? All right, repair it is. With the 30th pick in the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select Ryan Rupert, or Ryan Rupert, France. Wow. Nick Smith does not go in the first round. Mason and Luke come together, join forces. Continue. Done. Let's look it over. That was fun. All right, let's look it over. Victor Wembanyama goes first. Cole drafts Scoot Henderson second. Great work. Matt takes Brandon Miller third, top 3. B-Dot shocks the world by taking Anthony Black 4th overall. Mason grabs Asar Thompson 5th. Grady Dick goes 6th. 7 PK wanted his guy, got his guy. Wicked takes Jared Walker 7th. SOS shocks the world. The Wizards take Leonard Miller 8th overall. This was after many of attempts to potentially remove him from office. Taylor Hendricks goes 9th to Terra, and Amen Thompson goes 10th to Dallas. Who would have thunk it? Dallas just takes what the board gives them. Swings for the fences. We'll figure out fit later. By far the most talented player. Cam Whitmore. So 7 PK plays it patiently. Or no, he plays it aggressively. Goes and gets his guy at 6th, Grady Dick. And Cam Whitmore still falls to him at 11th. That's a great draft right there. Kobe Buffkin goes 12th. Alexander to the Thunder. Beautiful. AJ takes Cason Wallace at 13th for the Raptors. Love it. Pelicans take Jordan Hawkins. Paul goes with the shooting. The Hawks take the upside swing. Chris takes Bilal. I like it. The Jazz go with Derek Lively. So Terror goes Hendricks and Lively. They're going size. If Dallas makes that pick, the Luka demands out. You're telling me if Amen Thompson drops to 10, you wouldn't want him? Also, why would the Jazz want Hendricks when they got Lowry and Kessler? Well, I actually have heard that they want another big. They could play Lowry at the 3 or Laurie. Ray takes Bryce Sensabaugh, 17th overall, an offensive weapon. Manny takes Jalen Hood-Schifino, 18th. I love it. Perfect Heat player. Adam takes Chris Murray, 19th for the Golden State Warriors. Plug and play immediately. Jack takes Jet Howard in place of B-Dot, who mysteriously left. So the Rockets leave with Anthony Black and Jet Howard. I wonder how Rockets fans would feel about that. Yes, Anthony Black shockingly went 4th. Steve, with the 21st and 22nd overall pick, goes with Jaime Jaquez and James Najee. For the Brooklyn Nets on back-to-back picks. Matt Podzimski to Portland. Pairs Brandon Miller with Podzimski. Omax goes to the Kings. Cray takes Omax. I love that pick. That's one of my favorite picks in the draft right there. Akara drafts Colby Jones. For the Memphis Grizzlies. Wicked takes Dariq Whitehead. So the Pacers leave with Jarris Walker and Dariq Whitehead. That's pretty damn good. Cole grabs Jordan Walsh. So Scoot Henderson and Jordan Walsh. Keontae George. Giancarlo drafts him for the Jazz. So the Jazz leave the first round with Taylor Hendricks, Derek Lively, and Keontae George. Smedo takes Trace Jackson Davis for the Nuggets. Woo. And Rupert goes to the Wizards. So the Wizards walk away with Leonard Miller and Rupert. Huh. Draft grades. Let's see. Spurs, first overall pick. Victor Wembanyama. A. The Hornets draft Scoot Henderson, 2, and Jordan Walsh, 27th. A. So 2 A's off the bat. The Blazers take Brandon Miller and Podzimski. I'll go with a very solid B. Very solid B. Very, very solid B. I like it. Here we go. The Rockets. Anthony Black 4th, which, hey, I like. And Jet Howard 20th. Shock the world. What do we think about that one? I don't like Jet Howard at all. I know a lot of people do. I don't like Jet Howard. I like Anthony Black. I'm leaning like a C plus B scenario. D? No, it's not D. I'm too high on Anthony Black. I'm going to go C plus. All right. Detroit grabs Asar Thompson. Does Detroit only have 1 pick? Asar Thompson, 5th. I'll give that a C just because that's just so, and it's not Mason's fault. That's just so shitty for the Pistons. Like, you have the worst record in the NBA and you leave with Asar Thompson. You know, it's just a C just by circumstance alone. The Magic, 7 PK. Grady Dick, 6th overall, and Cam Whitmore, 11th. I'm giving this a solid. Give this a very solid B. I think that's a great draft. Doesn't blow my doors off. Doesn't blow my socks off. I'm not like a super big Cam Whitmore guy, but to get him at 11. You know, like I could see the Magic getting with these 2 players, but it's just their draft pick situation is flipped. I like it though. The Pacers leave the draft with Jarris Walker and Dariq Whitehead. Wicked cooked on this one. I'm giving an A. Wicked cooked. I love Jarris Walker. And Dariq Whitehead at 26, like that's a very solid swing. You cooked, Wicked. You did. Here come the Wizards. Leonard Miller and Rupert. I'm giving this an F. The Leonard Miller pick shocked the world. We had to veto we had to veto 2 other selections. You weren't even here for the last pick, SOOS. You weren't even here. You left the draft room. And Rupert is Frank Ntilikina 2.0. So, at least in my opinion. The Jazz. Tear goes Hendricks and Lively. So they go 2 bigs. And then they also grab Keontae George. Bob Vulgaris made my last pick. This is not a bad draft. Kind of like weird drafting 2 bigs. But Lively's kind of a project. And then Keontae George, you take the swing on like a three level score type player. I'm leaning C+. Actually, no. The fit's a little strange, but I'll go B- just because you got good value for all of your picks. Like all of your picks were good value. Hendricks at 9's pretty good. Lively at 16's good. Keontae George 28's good. I think that's a solid B. Dallas Mavericks, well, I'm in Thompson. I'm going A. Plus. Like, just realistically speaking. I mean, just, you know, value. Value up and down the board. Yeah, you know, for us, in this draft, you know, what we really wanted was we wanted to see what the board did. And, you know, I'm in Thompson. Admittedly, we didn't work him out. We didn't expect him to drop the 10. But to get an upside player like that, 10th overall, we really like it. We'll work on the fit later. We really thought we did a good job in this draft, and we loved our process. So you heard it there from the Dallas Mavericks GM. All right, we already looked at the Magic. Thunder get Kobe Buffkin. Alexander, A+. Kobe Buffkin lover. AJ goes Case and Wallace to the Raptors. I'm going B+. I like that one a lot too. It's a great pick. Jordan Hawkins was a bit of a surprise. Paul threw a little bit of a curveball out there, going with the shooting of Jordan Hawkins, but I do like it. Thought that they would go Lively, but I'm high on Jordan Hawkins now. I'm gonna go B. The Hawks take the swing for Bilal. Mavs want Clint Capella. When was this? Today? Mavs want... Didn't we literally just get an article like this 2 days ago? Mavs want Hawks, Clint Capella, number 15 pick, and trade for number 10. We'll just wait and see what happens, huh? What do we give the Hawks and Chris for Bilal? Thinking about like C+. I'm going to go C. I like the upside. I would have gone Lively. I'm just really worried about Bilal. I don't know. He just screams bust. All right, we already looked at the Jazz. The Lakers and Ray take Bryce Sensabaugh, 17th. Give this a B. I like that a lot. Makes a lot of sense. And also considering who was all available, this just makes a bunch of sense. Jalen Hood-Schifino, Manny. B+. I like it a lot. F! Feels like a perfect Heat player. The Warriors go with Chris Murray. Adam takes Chris Murray, the win now player. It's a little bit boring, but it fits exactly what they want to do. So I can't hate that. I am going to go C+, but I cannot hate it at all. We've already done the Rockets. We gave them a C+. All right, back-to-back picks. Pizza Steve goes Jaime Jaquez and James Najee. I'm not super high on James Najee. I just think he's so incredibly raw. But the Nets already have Claxton, so they don't need him to come in right away and do anything. First grade got an A. You did good job, Squiggly. I'm leaning C here. Actually, Pizza, I'm going D. Just thought there was some better value on the board. We've already gotten over the Raptors. I'm sorry, the Blazers. Cray comes in for the Kings and drafts Omax, 24th overall. I'm giving this an A. This is one of the best picks in the draft. One of the best picks in the draft. Beautiful pick. Great job. Kind of exactly what the Kings are looking for. Love you, Steve. A car goes Colby Jones, 25th overall. I'm just gonna give this a C+, and it's nothing crazy, it's nothing amazing, but it's just a very solid pick. C+, B-, you know, something along those lines. It's just solid. We've already gone over the Pacers, who had a great draft. Hornets, I thought, had a great draft. Jazz, we've already done. Trace Jackson Davis to the Nuggets. Smeeto. I'm going to go B+. That's a great pick. That's a great pick. It's a great pick. Perfect for the Nuggets. And that's it. Great work, guys. Great work. That's a great job, everyone. Any more updates on the KP situation? I'm sure that trade will finalize very soon. Are you gonna be live during the draft tomorrow or just before? No, I'll be live. I'll be live an hour before the draft starts, and I will be live for the entirety of the draft. There's reports. Hold on, Will. Jake Fisher just released an article. Jake Fisher's one of those guys where I would like to see his correct rate. Oh, this is a lot of words. Okay. Perfect Jeff Green replacement. 6'9", 245, relentless defender, rebounder, and roll man. Yeah, he'd be really nice in Denver. After Miller and Henderson hear their names called, second and third in some order, with Miller seen as a likely number 2 selection at this juncture, rival teams continue to predict Houston will select overtime elite guard Amin Thompson with the fourth pick. He dropped all the way to 10 in our mock draft. When Detroit comes on the clock at number 5, there still seems to be a handful of names under the Pistons' consideration, as word has spread around the league that Villanova wing Cam Whitmore may perhaps slide towards the 10th pick of the draft. Huh. Just curious why you down on Whitmore. Thought a lot of people had him at 4. Well, listen, it looks like a lot of teams do. Apparently his workouts weren't very good, is what people were saying. And his playmaking numbers are appalling. Jarris Walker, the bouncy forward out of the University of Houston, told Yahoo Sports he believes his range begins with the Pistons at the 5th pick. I hope so. I bet on it. That mock draft was a lot of fun, guys, honestly. Hopefully he does not go to 7. Asar could very well follow his brother at the 5th pick to Detroit. Hey, that's what Mason had. The Magic are indeed considering guards with size at number 6. Grady Dick! So excited for tomorrow. I know, me too, man. I'm honestly not going to be able to sleep tonight, I don't think. Baylor guard Keontae George is another ball handler expected to be selected in the first half of the first round. Well, we had him drop all the way to 20. What do we have him go? 28th. The Lakers at number 17 have been searching for trade avenues to move up into the early teams, to perhaps to take George. Huh. There's been plenty of conversation about the rise of Duke center Derek Lively, who told Yahoo Sports he's taken pride in cementing himself as the best center in this class behind generational prospect like Wembanyama. Yeah, Nick Smith did not get drafted. That one is a little bit shocking, but okay. Hendricks slated to become the first UCF player selected in the first round in school history. That's actually kind of shocking. Well, all right. As someone who is probably too tapped in with the Magic, Grady at 6 is a big stretch, but also don't believe a word from the media until the pick is announced. I think on the Locked On Mavs podcast, I said I could see the Magic taking him at 6. All that happens is the team just has to fall in love with the guy. And a team like the Magic who have 2 picks, like, if they, like, fall in love with Grady Dick, and it's just like, you know what? We want him. Fuck it. We'll do whatever it takes. Could definitely happen. All right, I've been live a very long time. Today was a very good stream, guys. I had a lot of fun. I'm happy we did the GM route. Everybody was a GM. The Magic are mad secretive with their operation behind the scene. Yeah, that's how the Mavs are too. So it's like I can't really put too much. I'm going to sleep to this tonight. This is going to be like my ambiance white noise. 10 hours of the NBA draft sound effects. Can't wait. Emergency stream if a trade happens. If the KP trade finalizes, no. If something crazy happens, yeah. Yeah, it's not a very soothing ASMR fall asleep thing. My ASMR sleep sounds have gotten very, very specific. Like last night I was looking for one and it was cross-country train at night with rain on window. And I was like, fuck yeah, this is exactly like I would pass out immediately. Is that weird? I saw one recommended recently that was World War I trenches. World War I trenches on a rainy night. I was like, okay, that's a little weird. Like it was raining, and it was just kind of relaxing that every now and then you hear, ah! Oh my fucking God. Like, oh, each their own, I guess. That's what you want to listen to. All right, guys. Great stream. Hopefully it's gone by tomorrow. It's not gonna be. Also, the city getting destroyed by meteor shower the other night. That could be peaceful. All right, guys. It was a great stream. Thank you guys so much. A lot of fun. It couldn't have happened without you. All of the OGs, you guys know I love you very much. Could have spent your Wednesday afternoon anywhere in the decided to spend here. New subscribers, I promise you guys will not regret it. Daily content on the channel pretty much at this point. And I will be live tomorrow, 1 hour before the draft starts. So what is that, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time? I will be live. Joe Fu, $5. Good stream, ready for tomorrow. Thank you so much, Joe. I'm ready for tomorrow too. Cannot wait. Donations, members, thank you guys so much. You never have to do that, but it helps me out tremendously and it makes me feel so good. Love you guys. Talk to you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. An hour before the draft starts. I'm dressing up. I'm looking fly. It's a big night. You guys enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you all. Bye-bye.